Right, are we good? Are we live? I believe we are. Hello all and welcome back to the Football Chat Live. Today the FA Cup action returns as we're into round 3 of the Emirates FA Cup and we have a cracker of a game for you this morning. It's Sunderland versus Newcastle, the first meet between these sides since 2016. So, should be a feisty one, should be a fierce game. Tyne-Wear derby always. It never disappoints, does it? Always a brilliant game. Hopefully it is today. Harry, I don't think I need to even ask this question. Are you excited?
Oh, I'm very. I love a derby. I'm up for it. And, you know, even when these sides aren't in the same division, even when, you know, they maybe not have the same quality, we know it's going to be heated. We know it's going to be a fun game to watch from the neutral point of view. We know we're really going to enjoy having a good game. First meeting in, a long time, of years. And,
2016 was the last one.
Hopefully that fight and desire is still there. Going to see some big tackles flying in, some controversial decisions, few fights. I'm up for it. I really am.
Yep, same here. I'm hoping we get a very good game of football. Obviously, I mean, that first meat tackle is going to hit like... and the legal substance is going to be incredible. Just, smash it into someone. That will be good.
I think, obviously, at the end of the day, we would say, Newcastle, better team on paper, play the better football. They're in the Premier League. They should absolutely waltzes.
But it's a derby. Exactly. Anything can happen in a derby.
You never play your own football. You can't. Sunderland won't let Newcastle turn up here and play their own football.
They will let them enjoy the facilities, though.
Yeah.
Painted black and white. No, that was quite amusing the outrage caused by that.
But the Sunderland will not let Newcastle settle today, which means Newcastle can't play their football, and then it starts to all get a bit feisty. And that's what we love.
Fair enough. Right, as always, we should probably get into the lineup. So, please do forgive us if we get anything wrong with the Sunderland team. Not too familiar. Do occasionally watch Championship, but not too familiar with the side. So, as it's written on FootMob, in between the six, it's Patterson. I'm fairly confident he will be in goal. In the back four, Hume, O'Nien, Ballard and Elise. In the pivot, it's Ekwa and Neil. On the right, Pritchard. On the left, Jack Clark returning from injury. Joe Bellingham, sorry, I said Jude there. Joe Bellingham playing in attack midfield and leading the line. It's Rusine. A player I'm not too familiar with, but there's a lot of good players in this team, this Sunderland side. They could definitely cause a problem today.
Yeah, they definitely can. It's that attacking kind of three across the midfield of Bellingham, Pritchard and Clark, which is where Sunderland could get anything out of today. Defensively, it's going to be, just kick the ball, get it away from the goal, just kick it as far away as you possibly can. Let the strikers know you're there. Newcastle aren't going to like it. But then you've got to think about it. Anthony Gordon, don't dive in on him. Don't just take him out for a laugh. You've got to be thinking about it. But they want to get something from this game. It's going to be that attacking three in that midfield.
Definitely. As for the Newcastle side, it's fairly full strength with obviously disregarding injuries. In between the sticks, Martin Dubravka is particularly impressive in that Liverpool game despite conceding 4 goals. In the back four, Trippier, Cher, Botman and Dan Burn. Across the midfield three, Longstaff, Guimaraes and Joe Linton. On the right, it's Almiron. On the left, Gordon. Through the middle, Alexander Isak. So it's interesting to see Newcastle favouring experience here because you could have seen Lewis Miley in there. It is the FA Cup.
Yeah.
You do expect to see a bit of rotation in the FA Cup, but it's full strength for Newcastle today. It shows how serious they're taking today's game.
100%, exactly. It's full strength. They're not here to muck around. They're not here to, cause an upset. They want to win this game. They know how much this game means to the fans. They do not want to get shot
more than any other game.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how much it means.
They cannot afford to lose today. They will never live it down. They need to win. They need to get through today, Newcastle. It has been a rough, bit of an up and down season so far. It hasn't gone as well. An FA Cup run, or to get to the final, maybe even to win it, would be brilliant. It starts today. No mistakes can be made. They have to win this game, and because if they are to get stunned by their rival Sunderland, I don't think they will ever forget about it.
No, and that's the thing with most rivalries, because it's played so frequently. There's no time to dwell really on derbies for too long. Obviously, for the couple of weeks after, it's a bit you get clowning on your rivals and stuff. But for these, they've not played in almost a decade now. It's been 8 years, almost 9 years since they last played. So it could be a similar time span again. Obviously, Sunderland could get promoted. I don't really see Newcastle getting relegated anytime soon. It would be difficult for Sunderland to get promoted this season, given the quality of the Championship. So it could be a very long time before the two sides meet again. I think today could be a real good game. There's a lot on the line. It's going to be feisty, and hopefully hopefully it meets expectations.
Yeah.
As for chat, welcome Chelsea fan. Good to see you, mate. Always here. Good to see you. It should be a good game to watch. Big up Jack and Harry. I love the FA Cup. And a prediction. We'll get into our predictions in just a moment, but still got a few minutes. So let's talk key players then. Now Newcastle will be familiar with, so we'll go with them second. Let's start with Sunderland. There'll be a few names familiar to everyone here, but who are you outlining as a real threat for Sunderland today?
Well, I mean, it is that front. Well, that attacking thing. You look at. I think Joe Bellingham's obviously got a lot of plaudits. He's had a good year, but I don't think he's done as well as Jack Clarke has. He's had a really good side. Don't know whether he'll be on the left or right today. I think it's going to be quite narrow, whatever it is, because I look at Pritchard as well, more of an attacking midfielder by trade. Joe Bellingham in there as well. You've got two attacking midfielders and a right winger, so no, it's going to be narrow. They're going to be tucked in, especially when they're defending. But I think when you can get that ball out, when you can hit Newcastle on the counter, get the ball into Clarke, to Bellingham, to Pritchard, see what they can do. Because if those three can link up with the striker, and then you get they don't really have to worry about their defensive duties when they're going forward, because you've got a very deep pivot, and the back four are going to take no shit. So you can have a bit of a licence to go forward when they get the ball. But for Sunderland today, it's going to be based on defending. It really is.
I was going to say.
Obviously, the whole defending for a draw, this does go to a replay, so they would have another game at St James's Park in a few weeks' time.
I actually think, a lot of the time we say they're a smaller side, they need to take it to a replay. I think Sunderland have to win today. Because a replay makes it so much harder, because Newcastle are incredible at home and they'll have that home atmosphere. Yes, we'll get another Tyne-Wear derby, but I think it's better for Sunderland. Their only chance of progressing is if they win today. But in my opinion, the biggest threat actually comes from Luke O'Nien, and that's the threat to life, because he's going to put a big tackle today. It is the most predictable thing, and hopefully it doesn't hurt anyone.
Craig Pawson's refereeing, and
God.
what we know about Craig Pawson is he loves a red card. So we could be in for an interesting one today. I find the replay rule really weird. Obviously, it used to be that every single round went to a replay. We had FA Cup finals went to replays back in the 1990s, 1980s, and obviously before then. And then obviously they scrapped all replays across 2020 and 21 due to fixture congestion, the whole post-COVID thing. And they brought them back last season, but only brought them back up to round 4. So from round 5, obviously, without extra time penalties. Does mean today goes to a replay, but as you say, I think that the only team that benefits, well, it benefits no one, because for Sunderland it's going to be harder to get a result. For Newcastle, it's another fixture they don't want to play.
For me, the replays make sense. I think the replays are a really important role for some teams.
Yeah.
For Crystal Palace Everton, it's stupid making us watch that game again.
Yeah.
We don't want to. Don't make us. Brentford Wolves, the same thing. They're two Prem sides meeting, but obviously you can't have those games not go to a replay.
I think that's why.
And others do.
Because by round 5, you think the non-league
most of the smaller sides are out.
It.
But that's the thing for non-league sides. For Horsham today, if they could get a draw and get another FA Cup game, that could be huge for the amount of money they earn.
Even Maidstone at Stevenage, I mean, they're hosting them as well. That's a big game for them.
But an away time means so much more, because obviously in the FA Cup they split profit 50-50 regardless of how much of the capacity you're given. So to get a big away tie could be huge, and Maidstone at Stevenage would give them so much money. So that's why the replay is important. Overall, though, for the bigger sides and for sides in the same division, it's just like we don't really need to see Millwall Leicester again if they were to draw today.
And I think, obviously, the replay means more games, which we do kind of like, depending on what the games are. And Chelsea
not for Premier sides, because they already played too many.
I know. But I think, just in terms of the FA Cup, what I like, there's games all throughout today. There's already 4 have already kicked off. Then we've got this game at 1:15. Then there's games throughout the whole afternoon.
Can't watch them, though.
No, but there are games on, and that's good. And I'm sure you can watch 1 or 2, can't you?
No, none of the 3 o'clocks.
Are you joking?
It's 3 o'clock.
Oh,
blackout, isn't it?
Oh, joke.
So nothing's on TV.
So, but I think they should have. They should have made. I think they should have moved. It's another whole another debate, isn't it? But really, they put Horsham on at 5:30 tonight. Put them on TV. How big will that be? Rather than Chelsea Preston. I'm glad we can watch it, but at the end of the day, neither Chelsea aren't going all TV money. Come on. It's not as big for them.
We've got goals in 2 games, by the way. It's 1-0 Ipswich after 8 minutes and 1-0 Coventry after 8 minutes.
2 championship sides against a lower football league.
Wimbledon scored an own goal against Ipswich. So.
Well, themselves out. Really.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Masters of their own downfall there, but yeah, it should be a good weekend of FA Cup action. Obviously, we are live again tomorrow for Arsenal Liverpool, which undoubtedly is going to be a good game. Oxford 11 at Coventry.
Wow,
that's big for Oxford. Anyway, we've got loads of games to keep up with.
Yeah.
5 matches. They've all 4 already underway, and of course the one we're watching. So we'll keep across all the games. Obviously, our full attention though will be on the game at the Stadium of Light. So should be a good one today. Should we get some predictions? We've got a couple minutes till kick off. I think it's time for some predictions. Harry, what are you saying?
I think it's going to be a well-fought game. I think it is going to be a really, really exciting one from a neutral point of view. But at the end of the day, this Newcastle quality should prevail. I will go 2-1 to the away side. I think Sunderland will take the lead, and it'll be early on. I will go Jack Clark to open the scoring, maybe first 10-15 minutes. Then I think it'll be a very physical, very feisty first half, but Newcastle will put their foot on the gas second half, get a goal through Gordon to level it up, and then an Isak winner with about 20 minutes to go on the clock.
Nice. Yeah, I think the travelling team are also going to be heading home with something with all three. I was about to say all 3 points, but it's not. You don't get any points for this. You just get progression. So I will go Sunderland 1, Newcastle 4. I think though Sunderland will score first.
Yeah,
and it's going to be a good goal. It's going to be it's going to drop from a corner.
Yeah,
be passed around, put on the edge of the box. Jude Bellingham. Job Bellingham. Sunderland win. No, Job Bellingham on the edge of the box, volley home.
Everyone goes mental.
Could be incredible. And Sunderland, they'll have to pause the game for 10 minutes because Sunderland fans will have to get back in their seats off the pitch. And then, Newcastle's 4 goals will all come in the second half.
I was saying, a lot of Newcastle fans take the trip. 120 buses left St James's Park this morning.
Should be a great atmosphere. And I'll go Newcastle goals from Gordon, Isak, Almiron and Longstaff.
Fair enough. It should be convincing. I just think that it's a tough to get anything from the game.
Yeah, fair enough. Guys, this afternoon, good to see you, Gary. And saying, doing predictions, are we? Newcastle in poor form. Sunderland should try and take it to Newcastle. I mean, they've got to. I don't see how a draw benefits Sunderland today. It just prolongs the inevitable.
Exactly.
If this is at St James's Park, it's an easy win for Newcastle.
But Stadium of Light, Newcastle aren't in good form. You have to, from the off, hit them hard. Let them know you're there. That typical phrase. First minute, get a tackle in. Get the home crowd.
I don't think you need to say that to Luke O'Neill and he'll do it.
I think be strong. Unsettle them.
Get stuck in, minute 1.
Yeah, but that also plays at Newcastle fans. Anthony Gordon will know what to expect today. And he will try and take on his fault. He'll try and take on the Sunderland defence. And he knows he's probably get taken out. But that will win them a free kick in a good position.
It's 2-1 Coventry already.
What a game.
We're watching the wrong one.
Yeah.
Getting over to Coventry.
Coventry-Oxford, 3 goals inside the first 14 minutes.
That's 11, mate.
That's I may have kicked off a bit late. But
no, it happened 3 minutes ago.
Right. Looking forward to this one. Hope it lives up. I don't want to see like in 1-0 Newcastle where nothing happens.
No one wants that today, do they?
Yeah.
I want Sunderland to get completely bad, and it's embarrassing for Sunderland to pull off something.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Either way, make it interesting. Make it feisty.
Yeah. That's what we want. We want a Luke O'Neill.
I want to see some fight. It's not done enough games, and I don't want to say I'm fully Roy Keane, but I agree with Roy. When he said, you like the Manchester Derby, they're all, no one's fighting them, and after the game they're
all pally, aren't they? Yeah. We want that fight.
Yeah. I want to see Luke O'Neill just smash into someone, make himself feel better. Something interesting happening. But no, it is a good Newcastle side. Really, they should have enough. I think they haven't rested anyone. It is full strength. They could have not even, as you said, not even a Miley. I mean, just looking at the bench, Livramento out of it as well. Not even Lewis Hall or Kraft or Ritchie coming in. It is interesting. Saying they've had so many injuries, wouldn't have just brought maybe Jamal Lascelles in for this one?
Well, he's played every game, hasn't he, for the last month?
Oh, and Jason Tyndall there, as always, he is up for it. He'll start a fight.
I really hope he does.
just
incredible.
Hits McBeal.
Yeah, I mean, he's not been in the job either long. This could be a real chance for him to endear himself with the fans.
Yeah.
If they could get a result today, that will do. If he wigs Jason Tyndall, he smashed it.
Yeah, he has.
Everyone would love him. Anyway, it'll be Sunderland to get us started here on Tyneside, and hopefully we are trekked to a good game. It's the Tyne-Wear derby in the third round of the Emirates FA Cup. And it'll be Sunderland who get us started. Pawson blows his whistle and we are underway. And hopefully the game fits the billing. Now Joe Bellingham struggling to get that under his control, and Newcastle have the ball back instantly. Joe Linton. Now Sven Botman. Burn, and Newcastle already settling into their rhythm. Shame we can't hear the commentary because it's McCoist on it. It's also Sam Matterface. So relief is shame. Lovely ball. Finding Anthony Gordon now on the other side of the pitch, and he'll look to take on Hume here. Gordon driving inside. Pritchard tries to shuffle him wide. Plays a 1-2 with Joe Linton, now lifting it towards Miguel Almiron. Trippier overlaps him back. Almiron will take the ball himself. Now Trippier tries just to lift it over Jack Clark there, but it's a Sunderland concede a corner now.
Can I just say, how is this not a kit clash? I'm really struggling. You know,
You're blind.
no, but we've got black and white versus red and white.
Yeah.
How are you meant to tell I'm surprised that neither side's playing in their away kit today. They are so similar.
To be fair, I think they'll look at the predominant colour being black and the predominant colour being red, and neither side has a clash on shorts or socks. So,
I suppose.
ball whipped in there and it's headed away by Joe Bellingham. Trippier and Almiron exchange passes, ball into the box, headed away. But a good start for Newcastle there, and they'll get another corner.
Hey,
Patterson with a huge punch away there.
Well, it looked like he flapped at it and missed it.
Well, it got something on it, look. Oh no, it didn't. He missed it.
Just flapped and missed. Nervy start for Sunderland. Already under a lot of pressure, and they don't like it. And there's the advantage played as Luke 9 trips up Danburn.
Of course he does. Trippier overlaps Almiron, ball into the box now. It's met by the header of John Longstaff and kept out by Patterson.
I tell you what, he's done well to recover that because his body was going in all sorts of directions. He has not looked comfortable at all, and Almiron's getting stuck in and winning the ball back.
And as the game flares alive here, it's getting interesting across the FA Cup. There's been goals.
Past 4 of them. He plays it Isak over the top.
And now dealt with by Bellingham. And now they look to come forward. Pritchard. Well, while Sunderland push forward on the counter here, there's been goals across the FA Cup. It's 3-1 Coventry now. Wimbledon have levelled up through the penalty spot against Ipswich. And Leicester have gone 1-up against Millwall. Cesare Cassidy. Chelsea Loney with that one.
Goals.
Gary says, I hate the red numbers on the Newcastle kit. Really difficult to read from many TV angles.
And
they're...
ball there, and he's just been a beaut. The whole stand behind him has stood up. We are 2 minutes in.
I think the fact Newcastle have red numbers as well contributes to the kit clash.
And Sunderland got black numbers. Whoever thought this whole kit thing through is an absolute mare.
Yeah, it's quite difficult to read the Sunderland numbers. But I don't really know on black and white stripes what option you have.
Yeah. What do they usually have it as Newcastle?
No, it's red.
Ah.
It's usually red numbers.
I never noticed. Well, that's a good ball down the line. It's a good foot race between Burn and Bruce.
But that's really good. Sven Botman there, unsurprisingly able to keep up with him. I think Dan Burn may well have been mint.
No, Rusiek.
But yeah.
Can't remember the striker's name. This is the save.
I'll have a second.
Header.
Check
he lost. Patterson saved it with his chest.
He pushed it down, I believe, with his right arm and.
But he don't know why he felt his knees to try and save that.
Just fan says, Gary, did you hear Timo Werner going to Tottenham on loan? Yeah, that deal seems to be done now. Gary says it's the first he's heard of it.
I want to cry.
Heard him linked with Man United. Yeah, it would be a shame to see Tottenham get our form of player.
Sunderland's
striker is Rusine.
That's a
Nazari
shot
Rusine.
from a very far way out, and they're not dealing with it, but Shah does get it gone. Not very convincingly, though.
And it drops there to Neil, who keeps it alive here for Sunderland. Now moving it to Elise, the left back, and he's got options ahead of him. And he will go to Jack Clark, who's looking to come inside, finds Racine. Now Elise tries to find Clark with the pass inside, but it hasn't come off. It's been a feisty game as Jack Pritchard there gets stuck in. Racine tries to jump in front of Cher's clearance, but can't. And now it's with Gordon. And there we go. That's what we expect. Hume with a strong challenge. Gordon goes down, but it's not going to be given. That is a Newcastle goal kick.
Yeah, you can see Sunderland already bringing the fight, bringing the hard-hitting tackles, not letting Newcastle settle. And after that first scare in the first minute, They are starting to come out. They're starting to come onto Newcastle and cause them problems.
Yeah.
And unsurprisingly, Bradford's going to take his time with this one.
And he's getting jeers from the
Oh no.
from the Sunderland fans. I don't know what has happened here.
I don't quite know what the game stopped. Are they checking something? Are they? I don't quite know.
Paulson's wiping his brow.
Is it? No, the players are all.
Oh, there's some sort of problem with
Yeah.
the officials' microphones, I believe.
I think.
He's just explaining that to the captains, I believe, there. Yeah, some sort of issue for the full officials having to get changed in the tunnel. And it's being met by jeers from the Sunderland fans.
Andy Matthews just got a lino flag out of chat with Jack Tyndall going to do it, isn't he?
Tyndall's run the line now. He's just explaining to Luke 09 there,
Assistant referees lost
who was about to wig Paulson.
So I don't know why he's ran down the tunnel to sort it all out. No, he's still like, what a great start to this game. Like, really feisty start, and the game stopped because the assistant referee can't talk to Paulson.
Lucky sod.
He's still,
I think it's a lino, isn't it?
Yeah. He's still, yeah. He's finished getting changed. Assistant referee back on. He's ready to go again.
Now they're just going to do a little walkie-talkie check.
Yeah, make sure he can actually don't start the game again when he can't hear him. Make sure he's comfortable. Now the referee will send it live.
I don't think I've ever seen one where they get it right first time, so expect another stoppage in a few minutes' time. We'll have to get a proper tech guy down here.
The whole briefcase out again.
Roussin there challenging in the air, but Charcy's off that physical challenge, and at the moment, Sunderland just edging the physical battle at the moment.
Yeah.
And that is contributing big time into why Newcastle haven't really been able to play through them. Botman. Oh, that's incredible from Gordon. Lovely turn, and now he's getting away from Hume at pace. Darts inside, but now forced backwards by Sunderland. Bruno Guimaraes. Here is Cher. He's got players wide. And he goes back towards Botman, but it's actually going to bounce through to Martin Dubravka. Botman. Now Byrne.
Yeah, Newcastle are trying to play their stuff, are trying to settle. And hope Sunderland don't, because if Newcastle get into their rhythm, they are in, and that is a long ball over the top that won't reach Isak and will go into the hands of Patterson.
Yeah, welcome everyone that's tuning in. Make sure to say hi in the live chat. Make sure to leave a like and make sure to vote in the poll and chat if you haven't already. Daz, welcome. Saying, is the board broken? Oh, Gary said Man United's board is. No, I believe it was the assistant referees.
Near side, he couldn't talk. They couldn't hear him.
Yeah, just fan saying, no VAR today. No, in the early stages of the FA Cup, we don't have VAR. I believe we... Oh, do we not? Oh, do we, sorry?
Because, I thought... Do we not have it?
We're not going to get it at Horsham, are you?
Oh, I forget because it was at Crystal Palace Everton. I forget that it's silly. They do it at the grounds that they can have it at.
Yeah, it's a weird rule, isn't it? Because you could get disadvantaged just because you're at Horsham. Are Horsham at home or away today?
I don't know, but I thought because we sure don't have it here because Sheffield United had it last year in the FA Cup, and obviously they aren't.
They'd have had it fitted at some point during the VAR era.
It's a terrible rule. That's why the Carroll Cup wait till the semi. But even that's terrible because Middlesbrough don't have it in the ground.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's the problem.
Well, they've got time though to fit it, haven't they? Before.
Yeah, I suppose.
Bruno Guimaraes.
At the end of the day, the red card on Thursday night was nowhere near a red card.
No.
That's the problem. If he'd done it at this ground, it wouldn't have mattered. He wouldn't have got sent off.
Right, if you do it at any ground, at any step of the football pyramid, that's not going to be a red card because it wasn't a red card. But yeah, that's what you get when you combine the ranks of Anthony Taylor on VAR and get Chris Kavanagh on pitch. Which is a shame because I thought Chris Kavanagh was quite good.
He is, but as soon as they go over to the monitor, that's a big tackle from Pritchard again, but Gordon recovers it.
Here's Botman now to Bruno Guimaraes.
Good first 10 from both sides, I feel.
Sure.
Sunderland, we haven't conceded, and Newcastle, we happy that they're kind of dominating the play.
Dubravka manages to find Bruno Guimaraes, and now he's going to bring that ball forward, the Brazilian. Miguel Almiron.
Very a natural position for Amram to
Botman.
find himself in.
Isak now, and he's spun 09. Unsurprisingly, he no longer has any legs. So
First foul of the game.
free kick for Newcastle.
Yeah, very quick, very smart turn. 09 just sticks his leg out, brings him.
Knows what he's doing there. It's a smart one. He stops Isak in his tracks, but it's not an error that's going to be very dangerous for Sunderland.
No.
But yeah. Here is Fabian Schär. And he tries to pick out Isak, but it's won by 09. And now here comes Pritchard. Really good from Pritchard there, just to see so many players off. Hume then trying to take the ball, and he's going to chase down Burn here. Hume, and he goes down under pressure from Burn. He'll keep fighting for it, Hume. And he did really well. I thought he was going to get the ball. He just ended up falling next to Burn. I think it was just a bit of a tangle of legs. I mean, Dan Burn, quite a gangly guy.
That burst of pace versus Dan Burn's long legs was a brilliant race.
And now Bruno Guimaraes will give it back to Dubravka. But so far, what Sunderland have done really well is they've not allowed Newcastle to settle in this game. And they've had that physical edge so far. That's made the real difference. Because Newcastle haven't settled into a rhythm. And they haven't been able to really progress in possession. That's the ball forward looking for Anthony Gordon.
Well, Ballard's dealt with that very messily.
Yeah.
And this is
now
good.
it's with Trippier Ballard throwing himself in front of that cross. And it's out now for a throw.
Yeah, made a bit of a mess of it initially.
But he dealt with it exactly how his manager would have wanted him to.
Got back in, followed Trippier's run, bang, great tackle.
Great block.
I don't know who Trippier was crossing to because Isak, no one was in there.
Longstaff, Trippier, back to Sean Longstaff, just lifts it into the area. Bruno's not going to get there as Elise jumps in front of it, headed forwards by Byrne. Pritchard on the deck, but he gets up to fight it once more. Gordon, Guimaraes, look to hit one off. Now we'll go out wide. Here's Trippier. Tries to find Bruno, it's one back by Clark. Now Joe Bellingham under pressure from Trippier, but he keeps fighting for it. He jumps in there on Joe Linton.
No. Again, bringing that fight, bringing that...
Bit messy.
Probably three in there that could have gone either way. Initially from Trippier, that was a bit clumsy when he, losing the ball, going to the ground. Manages to flick it on. Joe Linton, you're not getting away with that. Bang. Ooh, yeah. Tell you what, he's lucky to escape the yellow there, and Joe Linton, he takes out Craig Paul.
I think there was nothing in it for a yellow. There wasn't enough force in it for a yellow.
Yeah. Well, 12 minutes gone. Sunderland's bringing the fight that we expected. Newcastle bringing the performance that we expected. So far, what we predicted.
Yeah. I think it will take time for Newcastle to get in this game. It's how long Sunderland can hold on for. I think once Newcastle get a goal, they'll get a few.
Yeah.
But if Sunderland can hold on, the longer they hold on for, the greater the chances they get something from this.
And I said about Sunderland conceding free kicks, and when Kieran Trippier is on them, this runs very far out. The Sunderland fans look very worried that it might go in. I mean, if he hits it from here, that is a hell of a strike.
And also, I'd have a few question marks on what Patterson's up to.
Yeah.
Because there's no way it's with enough power that he can't react.
Very hands all over in the box.
He strikes it, deflects off the wall there and into the gloves of Patterson.
Just took enough pace off on it.
He was never going to get enough behind that Trippier to be able to cause Patterson any trouble. Because if it didn't hit the wall, that was just going to be a slow enough shot that Patterson had time to react. But it did hit the wall, and it was even easier for him to deal with. And he's sending players forward here, the Sunderland goalkeeper. And he's going to look to kick this long. Sunderland have really taken this to the roots of English football.
He's told everyone to get out.
Isak's just in his way now.
Isak can't be
I think what Isak is saying is he's not doing anything wrong. And Byrne wins the header after all of it.
For Byrne doing the header.
Neil, now Joe Bellingham finds Elise, but it doesn't come to anything, and now Newcastle have possession again. Bruno Guimaraes goes back to Dubravka. And now over to Schär.
Don't know this momentarily, but Pritchard's gone up front and Roussin's taken out to the right hand side. Which is interesting.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't really know what that is for.
Well, it could just be got caught in different positions, so...
Yeah, no, it's going to stay here for a bit.
Yeah.
And Schär just walks it out.
It also makes sense to rotate it in the press, because if not, Roussin's going to be knackered by the time they get to half an hour, so... Yeah.
Hugh putting the pressure on Gordon, forcing him backwards, and
The problem is Hume's going too aggressive with the press. He's getting so close to him that makes it easier for Gordon to spin him. Actually, holding him at a distance would be a bit smarter, because then he can't turn you as easily. You can react to him.
Burns' touch was lacking. For a man of his stature, it's always going to be hard to bring a ball down like that.
Yeah.
And this is a free kick. Yeah, just
striking the rear end there of the number 24. Gary says, where are Sunderland these days? League One. No, Sunderland in the Championship. They're in the playoffs last season. Could have got back to the Premier League. Didn't come up for them, but
a mixed start this year.
Yeah, and Tony Mowbray sacked a few weeks ago, despite being quite popular amongst Black Cats fans. And well, they've got a new manager, Michael Beale, who's rated quite highly by a lot of people, but it's going to take time for him to really endear himself to the Sunderland fans, because they were so keen on Mowbray. So
that's the thing. Mick Beale really good at Rangers. QPR was a bit of a failure.
Yeah,
but equally, I think anyone at QPR at the moment is a bit of a failure. Sunderland, I mean, I think eager to start pretty well here. He's done a few games now, done okay. But I mean, a win over your rivals in the league above would be pretty big.
Yeah, and he's sacked there. Getting jostled by Ballard. It's now with Patterson, and he goes long with it.
He's not
looking for Rusine. Patterson.
Yeah.
Is the goalkeeper I've never really rated too highly, and that's a high one from Jack Clark, as he's caught Sven Botman.
Paulson's just
and he's going to risk a card here.
Paulson just says he wants to talk to him. I think it'll only be a yellow.
Yeah, if VAR was there, they may well consider a red card. I think Paulson is making his mind up. He does love a red card, Craig Paulson.
The fact he's good. The fact he's gone to check Bottom's all right first. He's obviously checking on him, but the fact he hasn't given him a card says I don't think he's made his mind up yet.
He's still just considering all his options.
Oh, I think it's a yellow.
Yeah, it's a silly one because the ball's gone. He tries to jump in front of him. Oh no, he doesn't touch him.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, well, he must touch him surely. Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
That's a yellow. It's a yellow.
Yeah.
It's a high foot. Nothing else more. That's gonna hurt though. It's a cold day. Top of your foot.
Went into the studs.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt.
Why did I think he could avoid a card here? Let's have a look.
I'll tell you what.
The thing is Clark didn't actually do anything. In theory.
He's gone flying in and caught him on the top of his foot. And it's high.
It's because Botman kicks up into his foot though.
He has avoided a card.
He doesn't kick Botman's foot. Botman kicks his foot. It's obviously he throws himself in there. Yeah.
No card. Paulson suddenly wants to keep that for later.
Poll in chat so far, 83% backing Newcastle, so the majority is with Newcastle. 17% though. Think Sunderland are going to nick this.
So no one thinks we're going to a replay then?
No.
Everyone thinks we're getting decided today?
Nobody wants a replay.
No.
Here's Share.
Again, plenty of time for Newcastle to bring this ball out.
Just rolling it forwards here. Not a lot of urgency in this Newcastle attack. We're only 20 minutes in, so it's not like any side's under pressure. And actually, I think most FA Cup games have reached that lull stage now because there's not been any other action.
And there's the first foul, Anthony Gordon from Hugh.
Is it the first?
Yeah. First on Gordon. But that's kind of what we're expecting. Again, no cards given out here. Paulson's being quite lenient. I think you have to be in a game like you either take control of it and book everyone, or you just be lenient.
Both. I think you can make an argument for a yellow card.
Yeah. That depends on which referee. Anthony Taylor, he's got
even the 09 one where he tripped up Isak, you can make an argument. I think because it's the first fouls and we're still in the first 20 minutes, Sunderland players are being let off with it. But yeah, Trippier, he's put that into a good area. Gordon's not going to get there. Hume tried to head it, but it goes over everyone. Gordon will keep this alive now, though, for Newcastle. He wants to run at them, Anthony Gordon. Plays it to Bruno Guimaraes on the edge. Bruno, Share coming forwards. Now knocks out wide. Trippier had time for the cross, but his touch lets him down there. Kieran Trippier keeps it on field. Slots it through the legs of Elise. Now it's with Longstaff. Guimaraes tries to touch it to another Newcastle player, but he can't. Here's Bruno Guimaraes bursting into the box, tries outside the boot.
Was that a handball?
Shot. Well, they're not going to get a VAR check, so that's not been given. Trippier will knock it home. And now Sunderland will rebuild. Newcastle will rebuild once more, but it's just been they've not looked too threatening so far because they're getting into good areas, but I don't know. I think Sunderland have played it perfectly so far. That caught there was Routine. But Sunderland keen to get going again.
Lazy foul from Longstaff, that was. We're going to watch the replay here. Was it handball? No. His chest. Not his chest, his side.
Yeah.
Hit his side, deflected onto his wrist.
So they practice the fetal position at Newcastle. Yeah, whenever they go down, it's like they're dead.
Gordon, that's good.
Yeah, now we're ready to go there, Anthony Gordon. And Sunderland have
They've got to go now, though.
thwarted that attack. And Almiron catches Joe Bellingham. That's
Good tackle.
not a foul, apparently.
Oh, I thought it was a big one.
Two players go smashing into each other.
And I like that.
But back up to their feet they go.
Long stuff, no foul given. They both just shake hands, get on with it. But they're the big tackles shots in the dark. You know when two players both going for a sliding tackle, it's only going one way.
I think it was Ekwar, wasn't it?
Was it Ekwar?
The middle infielder. Could have been Ekwar or Elise. I think it might have been Elise. I'm not sure which one, though. But yeah. Daz says Taylor was lenient on Monday. Joe Linton could have seen a red card. Yeah, I think he could have, but I don't know. There's a few silly ones in there.
When you were at Football Ivory, show them that picture.
The thing is, they both fouled each other, really.
Yeah, exactly. Pausing the ear foul, that's why. They kind of both backed out of it as well. Pathetic.
No one's particularly hurt or lost anything from it. It just pinged off wildly. So,
yeah,
no advantage or disadvantage to either side. And Ekwar, they're trying to get the ball off Joe Linton, but Joe Linton has time to just spray it into Dan Burn. Derby quality challengers can definitely feel it, yeah.
It's just one of those that makes you go, yeah, this is football.
There's that collective, when you get a challenge, isn't it?
Like, was too much because he just hurt people.
Almiron, now it's Trippier, ball in, dangerous area, flashes over the bar. Close from Longstaff, though. Just got too much on that shot, but good from Newcastle.
Yeah. That's one of those, that tackle, it's one of those where you're just like, it's not going to hurt anyone, but it's feisty and it's fun. But much better football from Newcastle, really good here. Again, Almiron Trippier on this right-hand side. Good ball in from Trippier, good run from Longstaff, just dinks it over. Tries to kind of just slot it delicately. Gets on, kind of hits his shin, if anything, actually, and just deflects that. Could have maybe done better with it in that area. But better football from Newcastle. They are definitely knocking on the door now as we reach halfway through the first 45.
It's been what we've expected so far. It's been a good game of football. I hope you guys are enjoying it as well at home. Cracker so far, and hopefully it continues at this pace.
Yeah. Again, it just feels like I don't think I've seen Sunderland with a single long ball that's gone forward from Patterson.
They've got no presence up there, have they?
Yeah.
Routine isn't as tall a striker. Isn't that tall a striker compared to like Dan Burn and Sven Botman and Fabian Schess? They're going to win those aerial challenges.
Just smacking into you.
Yeah, good from Hume there, getting in front of it. Alex Arsenal fan, welcome to the stream. Hello, guys. Good to see you, Alex. Of course, Arsenal in action tomorrow. Join us for that one live on here. Arsenal versus Liverpool should be a good one. I don't think it's going to match the aggression in this game, but it should be a quality game nonetheless. Almiron here could get around Ballard. Really good defending from Sunderland. They see it out for a goal kick. 7 votes in the poll and chat, and the confidence in Newcastle is only growing. 86% of you guys think Newcastle win. 14% going for Sunderland. Make sure to vote in that if you haven't already. And Leicester double their advantage at the Den as Ricardo Pereira adds a second for them.
That's good for them. That's a tough place to go.
Yeah, they'll be keen to get through this round. I think Leicester can make a good go of the cup this season because they can rest up in the league. And they've got a Prem quality side, so yeah. Saying hello everyone. How is everyone? I'm great, Alex. Hope you're alright as well. Ball forward from Patterson then, and Sunderland still cannot win that aerial challenge, but it does end up in this midfield where they can challenge for it. And Isak here win the header against Ballard. Ballard though, no messing around there, and just smashes it out of play.
Yeah. Leathering it.
Guy says, is it normal for an EFL League 1, League 2 to have a normal match day on an FA Cup weekend? It is, quite normal. It depends, obviously, how the fixtures work out. I think we've got more games than normal this year. But I guess it's just how the cookie crumbles, isn't it? If one of the teams in each match ended up having an FA Cup game, we'd end up with no games in the league. But if you get a few where neither of them have an FA Cup game, then obviously the opposite effect. But yeah, guys, so it seems like they're seems like they're trying to, but lots of postponed matches, unsurprisingly. Yeah. And Ipswich are in front. Axel 2 on Zabi scores, and that's 2-1 to Ipswich. One of them put up a valiant effort so far. Shouldn't they've scored twice.
Yeah.
It's a shame they put one in their own net. Elise.
Take his time. Took a while to come
Clicked on there by Clark, and Rusine goes down. Now he'll fight for it. Clark could beat Cher there. Cher gets there, but he knocks out of play, and Sunderland can come forwards now.
I think it says a lot that obviously, unlike the Premier League, we haven't got balls the way around the ground. So when that ball was leathered into the air by Ballard, it took a bit of time to get it back.
Yeah, I guess I don't produce that many FA Cup balls.
No. Good from Pritchard in it. That's a decent little dink. Not going to amount to anything though.
Would be helpful to have a few at the lower leagues.
Yeah.
Stop losing it all
They've
the
got a couple
time.
over there. They don't have been put on cones. They've just been laid. They're just there.
At what tier do they get an FA Cup ball then?
I don't know.
What round? Because I can't imagine round 2 and you've still
No.
like, and
lose
you're not
really
getting it.
important edges.
Yeah, exactly. You're not getting one of the preliminaries. You know, I don't go down my local and say, oh, "Hang on, look at the FA Cup ball out today."
Yeah.
Is it this round 3 potentially, or is it every round of the FA Cup? So, because to be fair, it is only you're not going to see many teams below National League net level.
No.
So I don't know. Alex says, I hope Arsenal can win because we're struggling a bit after 2 defeats in a row in the league, so I hope tomorrow we do something. Yeah, I think it's a good game either way.
He's
We'll see.
he was fouled there. Ref says no.
Could have major ramifications on the league because whoever loses it will have less games.
Yeah.
Obviously, they are out of the cup though, so comes with its positives and negatives.
So you've got an Arsenal side who love the FA Cup. That's
Lovely
weird.
ball there. Sprayed out wide to Luke 09. That's a Hume, sorry. Ekwa puts it in the air. Bellingham challenging for it. Claimed well, though, by Dubravka. Well, Liverpool won the FA Cup the year before last, didn't they?
Beat Chelsea in
Chelsea in
what was
both cup
one
finals.
of 2 world's worst domestic cup finals.
Both ended 0-0. Both went to
And
penalties.
we'll expect to see the same as well in the Carabao Cup final this year. Maybe, unless Fulham can pull anything
It's the
off.
same as for a Fulham final. It's going to go hard.
Turn the TV off.
Longstaff will be live for Middlesbrough Fulham. Anyway, here is Longstaff. Cher, Botman. Now it's with Burn. And Sean Longstaff just lifting out wide there too. Kieran Trippier. Trippier switches back inside and finds Sean Longstaff again. Fancy footwork from Alron, but it doesn't go anywhere, so he goes back to Trippier. Now it's with Cher. Botman could go wide to Burn and does so. Plays it inside. Joe Linton. Now Bruno Guimaraes. And it's now Cher.
Yeah, Newcastle are slowly building. They know they'd like a goal for half time. They really would.
Yeah. Trippier. Cher. Just fans there, Jack and Harry, how many goals will Chelsea get today? I say 4. Cole Palmer with all 4 goals, lol. I don't want to give a prediction because if we do lose, it's going to be really bad and that's get clipped out of context. So
I think
we'll win.
yeah.
I'm not going to be
Whatever happens,
overly confident.
two things. I hope we rotate. I hope we give chances to players that haven't got some in the recent few weeks.
Yeah.
And as always, I hope we
I mean, Broy will begin his first of 7 consecutive matches, you'd imagine. Provided they actually play him up front. It's the chance Broy's been hoping for. He has to deliver.
I'd like to see Santos, maybe.
Andre Santos?
Yeah.
Well, I think they'll be looking for another low move for him.
Well, apparently not so, because Hugo Chapel is out for 6 weeks now.
Oh, I guess he could come into the side, couldn't he?
And with Endo
Getting
as well.
stuck in there, Hume and Joe Linton, and it ends up coming off for a Sunderland throw.
I love it. Every loose ball is contested 50-50. Brilliant.
Yeah.
We still haven't played half an hour yet. Lots happened.
It's just been an incredible game. The pace has been so high. The intensity's been there that this game feels like it started an hour ago.
Blimey, there's like got burgers in the crowd. Bit early, isn't it, for burgers? I guess it's 1:15 now, isn't it?
Yeah, lunchtime. But also, they've either, because they don't look like they've been eating for very long, so they've either
No.
gone off and got a burger during the middle of the half,
Why? Oh, Ammon's one of my high position.
And he's got this through. Isak against Bollard. Isak, and he's pulled down.
Good defending.
No, he's not. That's a great bit of defending from Bollard. There's a decision for Forster to make there, because if he gives a foul, Bollard's gone.
Isak's adamant that he was brought down, and I think he's tried to buy a bit too much there, and Pawson will know that. And Patterson Knoll under the pressure again.
Pressure there.
I thought Hammond might nick the ball off.
Is it Ballard, by the way?
Yeah,
I think I accidentally called him Bollard in that.
Exchange. He's playing like a Bollard today. He's not letting anything through.
Exactly, there runs into a Bollard.
Ballard. Yeah, it's Ballard. Though. Brilliant defended. Yeah. Loose in there from.
We're going to say again here.
Isak was onside. No, he's not played the ball, has he?
It's a fact he grabs his shirt and his arm. It's a
clumsy.
He's got away with one. I think in the VAR era he's off, and that's a penalty, or at least a free kick on the edge.
Got his arm linked.
For me, that is a pen.
Oh, I think he's got away with one there.
And a red card.
And as you say, if Portland was asked to look at that again at the monitor, Ballard's gone, and it's a Newcastle penalty. I think he's got very lucky. He's got Isak's arm in there, and he's grabbed his shirt. I don't know. Oh, 9 comes flying in and wins the ball, to be fair. Clark and
brilliant chance for Trippier. Ow, that's a controversial one for Boston to give over. But yeah. Looks Arsenal fans saying Chelsea win 4-0 against Preston, and has given a prediction for Arsenal Liverpool 2-1 Arsenal. Okay. We'll save our predictions for tomorrow, of course.
3-2 Preston.
No, it's got 3-3.
We'll have to do a replay at deep down.
Gary says, yeah, probably.
Oh, I tell you what. Yeah, that's a red card. That's a foul.
Yeah.
And
consequently, since he's through on goal, that's a red.
Oh, wow.
Gary says, based on my horoscope, the alignment of the stars and the scent of the air this morning, I can't picture Preston winning.
Love it.
Anyway. So controversy already in this game, then Sunderland escaping a penalty shout.
VAR, because that's for me, I think
Pritchard
tugging. There's a pull in there, and he's gone against the Sunderland player who hit the floor. And I hit the floor because he was hugging someone. Is what?
It's Ballard again across his goal. Maidstone 1-0.
Wow.
1-0 Maidstone against Stevenage.
That is massive.
Sixth tier.
National League North. South.
6th tier Maidstone.
South.
No idea.
Oh no, North? Have a look.
South.
I don't know where Maidstone
6th tier Maidstone against League 2 Football League opposition on 1-0 up. Oh, I don't know. League 1.
League 1 Stevenage are 1-0 down to 6th tier Maidstone.
Who scored? We don't know.
That's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant.
Sam Corn. Well done, Sam.
What a day for him. If Maidstone could hold on there.
Well, that's something to tell the grandkids, isn't it? I scored in the FA Cup.
They can hold on. They could get a 4th round away trip.
That's what they want, isn't it? They want Old Trafford away.
Oh,
and Gordon's in.
Defending.
Anthony Gordon.
Through the leg.
Put it in there.
Blocked.
Watchalong. But he's got behind it. He's got behind that.
Leant back. Weak foot. Terrible effort.
And just rifles it over the bar.
Really good from Gordon. Poor defending from Hume in the end. Dive missing the ball.
Yeah, he tries to just
through the legs of 09.
He knows if he doesn't do that.
Ballard in there. Oh dear.
He knows if he doesn't do that, he's getting skinned by Gordon anyway.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Longstaff, that is a howler effort.
And Sunderland live to fight another day.
Bounces up in front of him, gets under it, on his weak foot, nowhere near the goal.
But it's been a good one so far. Good game.
Although every other game's got a goal in it.
Yeah, we're watching the only game with no action.
That's why they put Maidstone on TV. And this game, obviously, is,
Here is Anthony Gordon.
That's right. We don't watch Maidstone, Steve. We watch United Wigan. Which will be very funny, because Wigan are going to win, but...
Oh yeah, that'll be a good game on Monday. We considered streaming it, but we've got Carabao Cup in the week, so I don't think we will do it.
No.
Bruno Guimaraes, and here come Newcastle then. They've been battering that door. Will they finally get a goal? Yes, and it's an own goal, and it's Ballard. He's had an eventful first half. And now it's a goal for Newcastle. Great ball in from Joe Linton. Put it in a dangerous area. Would have fallen to Alexander Isak. but it's Jake Ballard who turns it home. An own goal, and it's how Newcastle have broken the deadlock here at the Stadium of Light.
Yeah, I mean, you felt it was coming. It's been all Newcastle for the first 34 minutes, and it's a good ball in, it's a dangerous one, and Ballard, who's had a bit of a shaky first half anyway, probably could have been sent off and given away a penalty. You know, it's gone around just being a bit...
It's really good football on this left-hand side. Hume puts in another stupid challenge. Joe Linton puts it in the corridor of uncertainty. Ballard caught in two minds. Well, no, you can see what he's trying to. He's trying to just get something off. Yeah, he's trying to kick it back towards...
He's just shinned it into
and put it out of play, but it comes off at a horrible angle, and he's scored an own goal in the Tyne-Wear derby. And he's beside himself, because that is a horrible moment. You never want to score an own goal, let alone in the FA Cup, let alone against your fierce rivals.
But I think he'll also know that he's had a bit of a howler of a first half.
Because he could have been off.
Yeah, and Mick Beale looks very sad.
What do you want him to do? He's smiling.
I don't know, but he's really he doesn't hold his emotion, it's just looks down. But 10 minutes ago, Sunderland have to keep it at 1.
Patterson.
He's also had a shaky
His clearance gets blocked there by Isak, and I don't know who he's complaining about.
Because he has just invited the pressure, and then rather than play out of it, just whaled it into Isak. But yeah, Ballard, not good. It's not been his best 45 minutes.
So half-time in all the other FA Cup clashes. As we fast approach the half here in Sunderland. No, well, Byrne there tries to flick it over his head. It hasn't come off.
Rather than try and keep it in, he just went, oh no, that's going out for a throw now.
Gave up on it. Here's Hume. There's never a difference in quality, isn't there, here? And the problem for Sunderland now is that they have gone a goal down while not looking very good in this first 45.
Yeah.
They've not really come forward. Newcastle have been battering the door. They could have easily had a penalty and Sunderland a man down a few moments before that goal. So they've been on the, as I say, knocking on the door. They've been in this game, Newcastle, Sunderland, not really been able to get anything from this first half. And now they're a goal down. Here's Gordon, Guimaraes, Isak. Has Joe Linton to play with, and now that one's gone in, will the floodgates open? Joe Linton. Bruno Guimaraes. Joe Linton again. And he plays it into the pocket. Longstaff picking up the ball back to Joe Linton, who now finds Bruno Guimaraes. Bruno back to Botman. Botman can look to go across to Cher. Cher has Trippier. As Trippier inverts. So now he gets caught by Racine. I wouldn't be surprised if Pawson leant into his pocket, or reached into his pocket for his first card of the game.
No, still avoiding it.
Obviously not being a paying commission base this weekend.
Yeah, I think Pawson will know as well. As soon as he gives one, he then has to start giving loads out. Just for the nature of the game.
Cher doesn't need a lot to go down there, but he is still elbowed in the back by Racine.
Yeah. Bit over the top.
Anyway, 9 votes now in the poll on chat. Thanks everyone that has tuned in so far. 89% to Newcastle, 11% going for a Sunderland win. I have to say, now that Newcastle are 1 up, it does look difficult for the Black Cats to get back into this. But you never know. That's the magic of the FA Cup, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
We can see many twists and turns. We're going to see upsets this weekend. No, I mean, surely we'll see something today. Something big happen today. Is it going to be Maidstone beating Stevenage?
Maybe.
Will it be Horsham?
Oh, that's a late
Later
one.
this weekend. Here comes Almiron, driving inside. Knocks it out wide. Hume jumps in front of the pass to Gordon, and he jumps in front of the second pass to Gordon. Pritchard goes down on a challenge from Joe Linton, but Newcastle keep possession. And Gordon gets taken down by Hume, and I think he may well be getting a yellow card, and he does indeed. Much the frustration of the home support.
I think Elise on the left-hand side can get very fortunate if he avoids the yellow, because he went flying in on... I think it was
Trippier,
Long.
I think,
yeah, Trippier.
wasn't it?
And he somehow avoided a card just because it happened quite a while ago. And it wasn't a good tackle at all. And I'll tell you what, if Paul's hadn't played advantage, I think he's probably forgotten.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll see in a minute. But Trippier over this one then. 6 minutes to go. If Newcastle get a second, this game can be all but done for Sunderland.
Do you know who Horsham are playing, by the way?
No.
Just trying to find it.
Are they definitely today?
I'll check both days, and they're not anywhere to be found.
Oh. Don't know then. They definitely play. They definitely got through, didn't they? Because Barnsley fielded an illegal player.
Oh no, that's a Sutton.
Oh, because because obviously
They got through to the second round, but they lost to Sutton in that one. Oh, no Horsham then.
That's a shame.
But there is Sutton against Plymouth.
That's
that could be good.
Not gonna they?
Never
They're
know.
in League Two, but
Still,
yeah.
Championship Plymouth.
Chip over the ball then. 5 minutes to go. That's a dangerous ball in, and it is.
Dealt with though by Sunderland, but it will be a Newcastle corner.
Ballard getting that one gone, putting it in the right direction this time, and not in their own goal.
I think Aldershot there for the lowest ranking side. Oh no, we Maidstone, then Aldershot.
Yeah. And Maidstone currently winning.
Chesterfield, another one who aren't in the Football League. They could give up a good go today.
Yeah.
Chesterfield in good form.
Yeah.
Eastleigh as well, actually, in the National League. So still a few national sides kicking about.
Third round, that's pretty big.
Yeah.
Trip corner then, again. Chance for Newcastle to double their lead. It's another good ball in. And it's headed away.
That's the thing, a cut run can completely transform a club's fortunes.
Lincoln City.
Because Chesterfield away at Watford today, I mean, they're already in a great position. But could be an even better one. Good turn from Byrne.
Defenders linking up here with Shah and Byrne on the right hand side.
Good defending there from Joe Bellingham, just seeing him out. But it will now be a Sunderland goal kick. So yeah, 4 minutes to play then of this half, plus a bit of additional time as well. Not too many stoppages in this game, but we did have the incident between Botman and Clark.
And the, what's the name? Official.
Yes, so potentially a couple minutes there. Thrown to the floor there is Neil, and it does result in a free kick.
Yeah, Sunderland, I don't know. I don't think 1-0 down at half time is like that bad for them, but I think the manner in which they've conceded, they'll be disappointed that it was turned in.
The problem is they haven't shown any signs that they're going to be able to get a goal. So that's the problem. And Joe Linton now to Gordon.
Ran a bit
and
wide.
if he can keep this on the field, then they could create something from it. Gordon looking to take on Hume. Darts inside. Longstaff gives to Kimmerreich on the edge. Now Trippier lifts it over the top looking for Gordon. Headed away by 09. And it's given as an offside there.
No, foul.
Oh no, foul, sorry, on 09, which is shocking to hear.
Didn't quite know what Gordon did wrong there. So
Okay, 09 fouled himself.
Bull digged in.
Just getting nudged there in the back.
Was second to the ball. First to the man. But those Newcastle FA Cup emblems are falling off on their shirts. Because, Gordon's and Trippier's are flapping away in the wind. Don't know who put them on, but they need to do a better job. That's a dive.
No, that's just
You see where he went down?
shove ball.
What's the replay of that one? Just belly flop the floor.
Equa. Pritchard finds Hume. Equa again. Now Neil, fantastic turn from Neil, and he's got past another there in Joe Linton. He's coming forwards.
Oh,
Plays it across. It's not a great ball though. After all that.
Yeah. As everyone's on the floor, tackles flying in.
Now Gordon needs to get away from Hume, and he tries to find Isak Pollard jumping in front of it though. If he missed that, Isak was in. Clark being forced back, hounded by Newcastle.
Thought Patterson might have made a middle of that.
And Elise, he's been put under a lot of pressure here by his goalkeeper.
Brilliant frown.
And Almiron just seeing it into the corner.
Lot of empty things. I'm guessing they've all gone to get a pie or a pasty.
They are the only two options.
Or I don't know what they sell at Sunderland. It was Patterson. Just I don't know why on earth he would have played that to Elise there. He would have seen it. He was under a lot of pressure. Unnecessary. I think he's had a bit of a poor game, Patterson. So he's battling, apart from Ballard. But, scoring an own goal and probably should have been sent off and give away a penalty. He's like a contender for worst half of the game.
Here's Ballard. Bruno Guimaraes. Now Burn. Well, I look to pace past Hume there, but he goes to Gordon instead. Guimaraes.
Yeah, his legs moving.
Lovely ball in. Almiron. It's acrobatic, but it's not on target.
Tried it. Very close. 3 minutes.
And as you say, another 180 seconds then in this half. Sunderland to try and level up or actually just hold on will be more crucial.
Yeah.
But a lovely attempt that from Almiron. Didn't ever look comfortable going for acrobatic effort, but he did catch it quite well. For Patterson, he'll be relieved that didn't bounce him. So, we're seeing a replay of the goal there. Now it's Burn. Guimaraes. Newcastle were keen to push on and get more goals in this game because a goal is it's contentious. It gives Sunderland something to fight for.
Mm.
And 2 goals, obviously, is the most dangerous scoreline in football. So
Yeah.
they'll be hoping for a few in this game. Pritchard. Burn there, winning it off of him. Now here is Gordon. Hume forcing him back. Joe Linton. Bruno Guimaraes. Almiron back to Trippier. Share. And now it's with Botman. Gordon gives it to Joe Linton. Joe Linton manages to hold off Pritchard and gets away from Rousine now. And he just knocks it out wide there to Almiron. Trippier overlaps him, but Almiron, the Paraguayan, will dart inside. It almost gets caught by a
Line in again.
strong challenge from Elise, but he manages to avoid it.
Burn dangling a leg in the air.
And beating Pritchard. Here is Bruno Guimaraes.
Oh,
It's going to knock out of play because someone's on the deck and it's Joe Linton.
completely off the ball.
So
that one.
a concern here for Newcastle as Joe Linton goes down with what looks like some sort of muscular or muscle injury.
Yeah.
More fatigue related than contact because he went down off the ball, which is always concerning for muscle injuries and
We
stuff
think.
like that. Oh, wait, we know he wasn't on the ball.
Wait, yeah, what's here?
Oh, Rousine just gave him a little push.
He went, okay. Maybe that puts
Potentially just planted his foot wrong.
put something out. He's had to kick it because he was pushed. Oh,
Yeah, maybe
a lot
so.
of discomfort.
So yeah, good game so far. Nothing since that own goal.
No, apart from the fact that Jamal Lascelles might have to come on it. No, I put a centre half. Don't know why I thought it was a defender. I don't think that's going to walk off. Is he going to?
Even chat have grown tired in this second half. If you are still watching, make sure to say hi in the live chat and give us your thoughts. Give us your thoughts as the first half rounds down.
Don't quite know.
So Joe Linton on the sideline now, and he's having a bit of a confrontation here with the lino.
He's not very happy, I don't think,
No.
with the fact he wasn't giving us a foul. And don't we know? And he's still got a lot to say.
No idea who he's saying it to, what he's saying though. Here is Fabian Schär.
Yeah, and any
Botman.
whistle should go anywhere.
Burn. Plays it forward, it comes off Pritchard. So it doesn't find its intended target. It's with Sunderland now. Gordon putting pressure on Luke 09. But the clearance does find its way forwards and it's headed away by Newcastle. So, almost at the half. That's given offside anyway.
That should be half time, Paulson. Come on, mate. Don't know what he's waiting for. No, there's 2 balls on the pitch.
Here is Botman. Obviously, Joe Linton went down, but that is going to be the half. It's Newcastle 1, Sunderland 0. Difficult first half for the Black Cats. And conceding as a consequence of an own goal. Joe Linton is limping off the field here. So that's Newcastle's only problem, though, in the first half. Otherwise, they've been much the stronger side. Yeah. Not much of a contest from their fierce rivals. But still, it's been a good game, and hopefully it only gets better in the second half.
Yeah, I hope so. You think Newcastle might? I mean, it's gonna go 2 ways. Hopefully, it goes 2 ways. Either Sunderland will come back out fighting, or Newcastle will maybe put some more pressure on and get a few more goals. Either way, I hope we've got a bit more than that half. It was a bit feisty at times. You know, it was a decent game, but the fact that deadlock was broken for an own goal, and apart from that, you know, a couple glimpses of goal malfunction for Newcastle, but overall, it's what you expect from a derby. It's been a messy midfield game. Neither side can get on the ball too much, but when Newcastle have, they've created good chances. Apart from that, it has been a bit of a dogfight in there, really. You know, tackles going in. You know, it's basically whoever's strongest comes out and wins the ball. But when Newcastle can get the ball down, they can play out the back, that's when they get their chances. Especially Gordon down that left-hand side, caused a lot of problems for Hume at right back, who also finds himself on a yellow, which is a big risk when defending against Anthony Gordon. Yeah. So, overall, it's been an okay first half.
Couldn't agree more. I'm going to go take a quick break, and when I get back,
bring some food back.
That was my plan. I'll debrief and preview for the second half. In the meantime, I'll leave you with Harry's great opinions on that first 45.
Yeah, no, it was an alright half. Exactly what you would kind of expect from the derby. I wasn't expecting Sunderland Newcastle, really flashy football with flair and style, and a really exciting, attacking game. And it was going to be feisty. It was going to be a tall order for Sunderland to pull something off, and it was going to be a tough game for Newcastle to get anything from. So, for Newcastle to play their football. But overall, decent enough, what you'd expect, and hopefully there's a bit more action as we get into the second half. But a decent start, especially for Newcastle. I think they'll be happy. It was a bit of a stress. It was a bit of a struggle at times to try and find a breakthrough in that first half. And eventually, all it took was a bit of really nice play down the left-hand side. A ball played across the box that Ballard turned in his own net. Realistically, Isak would have finished it anyway. But in a game like this, you can't be... The ball comes in, he goes to just smash it the back the way it came, and he shins it, and it goes flying past his goalkeeper. Really, he's got to do better there. I think he had a pretty poor half in there, Ballard. Very chaotic, never looked settled, and for me, didn't have the greatest game. Just when I say the greatest game, had that instant with Isak where Isak was through on goal. Looked like Ballard had brought him down to the ground, had pulled him to the floor. Pawson said he didn't, and waved play on. Looking at the replay, I think he's got lucky. It's in the penalty area. It's a one-on-one situation, and he comes along Isak, grabs his shirt, grabs his arm. They both hit the floor. Pawson says 50-50 play on. I think for me, looking at the replays, if VAR was in operation, it would have been given a penalty and a red card. And obviously that would have changed the game completely at that time. So Ballard, I think, has been very lucky. Had a very poor first half. Same for Patterson. I think Patterson's looked very unsettled, very nervous. He's really not enjoying it. Obviously, first half there, he did have the Geordies behind him. No, he didn't. Scrap that. He was very nervous, and I think second half, with having those away fans right behind him, he's not going to find it easy. He did look a bit nervous, a bit worried, a few really poor clearances, just panicked. And I think maybe that's what it's been a bit for Newcastle, is that it has been a bit panicky at times. Having a mare today for Sunderland. It has been a bit panicky, a bit rushed. That own goal says it all, doesn't it? The ball's coming into the box, Ballard's panicked and just tried to leather it out, and he's ended up putting it in his own net. So I do feel that maybe it's been a bit sloppy when it's come to that because of those nerves. And it makes sense. It's a big game of football. It means a lot for their season. Playing against, hosting their rivals that they haven't played against for 8 years, it's a big occasion. But it looks like the few players made it. But it's been one or two ways. You've had a few really nervy players that have struggled, or you've got Luke 09, Elise 8, the likes, who are flying into these tackles, getting stuck in. Not letting Newcastle settle, and they've been really good at that, and they've done all right. But Newcastle do lead in this game, and realistically, if Sunderland wants to get anything out of it, it is going to need to be a very, very, very good second half, because Newcastle should push on. They should get 2. They should get 3. Keeps the goals rolling in, and eventually maybe they could win this game 2-3, 4-0, and it will look pretty comfortable in the end. But it has been a struggle, and I think especially for Hume in there, he's had a really poor. A lot of times he's either been skinned or his response has just been take people out. Why don't I get any biscuits? But thank you. And really, it's not been a fun half to be a Sunderland defender, I don't think, unless you're Luke 09, because he's just gone around kicking people. But overall, Newcastle will be happy that they're winning. Sunderland, I don't think they'll be too disappointed. They haven't done too badly. It hasn't been a horrific half of football. For them, they're only 1-0 down. And here we go, look at Longstaff's chances. And he's definitely had a few in this game. And this was the first one. Really nice play again. Out on the wings. It's where we knew that Newcastle would get their joy today. The one in the early stages that he headed, and Patterson made a good save. Again, bit of a rushed effort in the end, saving it with his kind of shoulder, upper chest area here as he fell to his knees and kind of knocked it away. And this was the second one again. Really good play down the right hand side. Aaron Trippier linking up, ball put across, and again Longstaff just got under it, rushed it. Ball bounced, bobbling up in front of him, and he just smashed it over the bar. And again, the same thing happened later in the game where they had the ball along the edge. It was really good play from Gordon. Zoomed past Hume, played it into Joe Linton through the legs of 09, fell to Longstaff on the edge, and he just absolutely smashed over the bar. Here's the penalty. This is what I mean again. 1-on-1, Ballard's hands are all over him. They reach the box. He brings him down. He is very lucky, because that's a red card and a penalty in my opinion. Looking at the replays, he reaches his arm across, gets a hold of his shirt, gets a hold of his arm, brings him to the floor, and I think Newcastle were rightly frustrated that wasn't a penalty, and then obviously consequently a red card. In terms of the second half, you probably wouldn't expect to see maybe Joe Linton coming off. Obviously, he hobbled off there towards the end of the first half. I doubt he'll continue, but again, Newcastle will probably look to get to 2-0, 3-0, and then they can bring on rotation, give these players a rest that have played all game, give them a chance to have a bit of a breather. And we've got games coming thick and fast in all competitions for the team. They will be hoping that they can keep rotating, keep players fresh and fit, avoid injury. That's a lot of players on this pitch have come back from injury recently. They won't want to be playing them a full 90. So they can get the game to bed in the next, in the first 10-15 minutes of that second 45. Then you would expect the rotation to come in for Sunderland, keep the legs fresh, keep the press fresh. Got to keep going. It's only one goal. They score one, level it up. We're off to a replay. They can score 2. They're through to the 4th round. So realistically, they're going to want to keep going, keep it fresh, keep pushing, and hopefully get something out of this game. But I think either way, we are in for a good second half.
Yeah, Sunderland, as you say, will be hoping to get back into this. It's going to be difficult. Newcastle are a very good team. And whether it's at all possible remains to be seen. But they'll definitely make a good go of it. They'll definitely keep fighting as they have in that first 45, despite having less quality, despite being the clear underdogs. But yeah, overall, great first half of football. Hopefully room for more in this second 45. Tactically, there's not too much to look at. So far, Newcastle have been able to play through Sunderland a bit too easily. And I think Sunderland have often looked into more of a 4-4-2 shape defensively. But Newcastle, because they have that 3 in midfield, they have, and because Trippier gets so high, it's so difficult for them to deal with, because Gordon and Trippier are both really, really wide. I mean, they're always an outlet for that Newcastle midfield three. Having three in there and defenders that can still be involved in possession makes it very difficult for Sunderland to make sure to cover off all the options. So it's been difficult for them to keep up with Newcastle so far, and yeah, I don't think Mick Beale so far has it tactically correct, and yeah, they've offered no threat on the attack. Sunderland, they've got what is practically a 4-4-2, potentially a 4-2-4, you could say, but either way, it's not offering a lot in attack. I know on paper it's a 4-2-3-1. It hasn't looked like that at all today. They haven't really had many times where they've gone forward. When they have, it's such a mess that it is just everyone running forward. So, yeah, a bit of a messy affair so far. And they'll be keen, actually, Newcastle, to get a bit of a stranglehold on the game. Sunderland keen to change up and actually challenge them a little bit more. So, yeah, an interesting one. An interesting game so far, and hopefully it continues in the same manner. But yeah, in terms of changes for either side, I don't expect to see any at the break unless, of course, Joe is forced off through injury, in which case we could see someone from the Newcastle bench get a couple minutes. So I'm not sure who they've named amongst the substitutes today. Potentially Lewis Miley, of course. Potentially Lewis Hall as well could play in the middle. Other than that, they are short on midfield options, so it would require a youngster to come into this situation, and that can be quite difficult, of course. But yeah, equally, Lewis Miley, local lad, Newcastle fan, he is perfectly suited to this situation, you'd think. But yeah, that's another goal then in the FA Cup, as Millwall have one back. It's now 2-1. Duncan Watmore scoring for Millwall. Can they get back into that one? Well, we'll have to see. As for the Coventry Oxford game, it's now 4-1 Coventry. Callum O'Hare with a penalty. So yeah, again, still delivering in the other FA Cup games. Only one goal so far here. Will that change as we go into the second half? As I say, we'll have to see.
Yeah, definitely. But it's buffered a few times, so I don't want to reset it. But yeah, no. I just hope we may bring a bit more action, a bit more something to the game. Seen a few tackles in there, but no cards given out. I want to see more cards, more fighting. Be up for it. You know, Sunderland have got to do their best to try and frustrate Newcastle, try and get on top of this game. Because I think if they do, then they are 100% in this game.
Yeah, Luke and I's not committed anything I would consider assault yet. So that's not what we'd expect.
We'll see him skid 5 yards across the ground just to, take out Isaacs for a laugh.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Newcastle got to bring more energy to this game, bring more fight. And then, for me, they're in the money and they maybe could get... I keep saying Sunderland. Sunderland need to bring the fight, bring the energy to this game, and they can definitely get something out of it. But until then, Newcastle probably will be very comfortable to play their stuff. Yep,
couldn't agree more. Anyway, polling chat still suggesting Newcastle the strong favourites. 90% opting for them now and only 10% going for Sunderland. I don't really see how Sunderland get back into this game. It's going to be very difficult for them to do so. It's going to take someone like Jack Clarke or Joe Bellingham to take this game with a scruff of the neck. But whether it's feasible or not, that, as I say, remains to be seen. Whether they can come out in the second half and look different, we'll have to see. But they need to change something, Sunderland. Yeah. If not, they are just going to sort of... It's not even like they've got a fault of it, a loss. They are just going to slowly end up losing.
Yeah.
Because they've not been particularly poor. But they are just not offering enough to actually get in the game.
I mean, I can see this game ending 1-0, which is pretty sad. But I really can. If Sunderland don't bring enough fight, but Newcastle are too laid back to, or don't push enough to try and get a goal, we could just be sitting here for 45. But hopefully not. Hopefully a bit more fight.
Well,
fire.
Every game, apart from the Coventry-Oxford game, is only a lead by a 1-goal margin. So the FA Cup still has potential to do some madness there. Gary says Coventry thrashing Oxford. Now you have to imagine that tie is decided. Yeah, it doesn't really look like Oxford can get back into that one. Wimbledon, though, still only a goal down at Ipswich. Against Ipswich, they are at home as well, so that can have an impact.
The mighty Maidstone.
Millwall. Maidstone 1-0 against Stevenage. Can they hold on? Hopefully so. Millwall only a goal down against Leicester and at home as well. Same for Sunderland here in this game, a goal down. Anything can happen in the Cup. Will we see a little bit of FA Cup magic?
Yeah.
I guess we'll have to see.
Hope so.
Anyway, and there has been a red card for Wimbledon, so that dream is over. Harry Pell, 60th minute, just slapped into someone, and a debut for new Ipswich Town loanee Jeremy Sarmiento. As he replaces Freddie Ladapo, so yeah, good pick up from them in the week, and he makes his debut now in the cup. Anyway.
Still waiting for a second. I don't know what we're waiting for, really. The fans look bored. Fans ready. We're all ready to go. I don't know. Newcastle just stood in the tunnel.
Yeah, I'll make us 3 minutes late now.
Yeah.
So even if you consider extra time, that's why we added time in the first half, they still had an extra few minutes. Don't know what Mick Beale's up to, and a few yawns from the Sunderland support.
I know one big moment on TV is just you yawning.
That was so depressing.
I think the other one big moment on TV was just Arsenal look really glum as Liverpool beat Norwich.
Also, that's our big moment.
I'm not saying time on TV.
You can put us on the TV anytime you want. If anyone out there is watching us on a TV, make sure to say so in the live chat.
I think it's just a lot like the police are stood in, the police inside the tunnel got right at home, mate.
Right, yeah.
But Newcastle back out. I guess we'll just wait for Sunderland.
And the officials apparently, maybe Paulson's having a shit. Please tell me that's the reason why.
Because I'm find out.
Anyway.
Big second half for both sides. The bragging rights.
Sunderland got to be more positive. They've got to attack the game now. What's there to lose? They're a goal down.
Sunderland, they just come out. They don't even come out yet. They're all just sitting in the tunnel. I don't know what's going on.
Taking them ages.
And now Luke O'Nine's going to bring them out.
Unless to avoid confrontation, they're only allowing one dressing room out at a time.
Maybe.
So that, and obviously there might not be a load of space in stadium rights, so they'd pretty much be on top of each other. With tensions high, that could be dangerous.
Yeah. There we go then. See what happens.
And it's 3-1 Leicester as well.
Bragging rights are big for this because this might be the first time, this might be the last time these two sides meet for the next 7 or 8 years.
Yeah, it could be another decade.
Yeah, it could be 24. Who knows?
Hours.
Yeah.
They play again tomorrow. Anyway. Alexander, it could be 2 weeks if Sunderland can get a goal and then they have to go to a replay. So, here we go. It's going to be Newcastle get aside for the second half. Alexander Isak from the centre. Pawson checks his watch and he blows whistle and we're underway. Can Newcastle hold on to a win here at the Stadium of Light? Can Sunderland get back into this game? And we're on a flagged offside as the first action of the half. Sunderland gets going quickly. But I think they'll have to retake it. Because he took it too quickly.
Shame that. Yeah, miles offside.
Yeah, I went too early there, Miguel Almiron.
Right up the line.
Almiron, Isak, should be 2, and it is. Here's that game set match. Well, it's not far from it. Sunderland 0, Newcastle 2. They've come out of the second half. It's so silly from Ekawar there. They've just got to clear their lines. And instead, a poor back pass gets caught in possession by Almiron. And then he shifts it to Isak, who just places it home. Sunderland 0, Newcastle 2.
Yeah, Ekawar just... They play it. He takes
gives it to Patterson. Patterson gives it straight back. He's caught there by Almiron. Almiron
really
punches it across to Isak. He places it across goal.
It's poor from Ekawar, and I get that. But Patterson, so Ekawar takes the free kick, plays it back. Patterson then plays it back to him first time. And by the time Ekawar takes a touch and turns, he's got 2 players.
Well, yeah, he's not scanned there at all.
But no
he's not seen Almiron, he's not seen Isak, and he's just under so much
pressure. In the first half. He just keeps giving the ball back to his teammates when they're not in a position to receive it. And for Sunderland, it'll be very frustrating because they find themselves 2-0 down because of 2 glaring errors from 2 defenders.
And as Gary says, couldn't have had a word start to the second half, game is done. Bold statement, but I can't really disagree.
And Isak weren't going to miss that, was he?
No.
And Joe Linton is going to come off. He tried the first minute and a half, didn't work, and he will come off and be replaced by Lewis Miley. I don't know why they've gone.
Miley's first Tyne-Wear derby.
Or maybe they've gone with 2-0 up. Just don't risk it. But
now, Hume goes back to Patterson. I want to try to put the pressure on.
That was a better clear.
Well, I think it's more likely they went Joe Linton's on 50-50 whether he can continue.
Yeah.
We'll throw him on, and if he needs to come off, Miley's ready to go. Hume tries, 09's trying to go forwards there. He was caught, but play will continue. Dubravka.
30 seconds ago. Why do they keep going long? They're not winning. They haven't won a single header today in the attacking third. Why do you persist eagerly when they try and play out the back? Patterson just
maybe that's why, because at least they can't concede from here.
Just feels like whatever they're trying to... Honestly,
they've won it high here. Here's Ekawar. And he's going to take aim, and it's a huge save from Dubravka. It caught him out there, the deflection, and he had to make it with the legs. Here's Joe Bellingham. And he manages to find Hume, and Hume goes down in a heap. He's brought down by Marlin. That will be a free kick.
Yeah, I tell you what, that's a brilliant save to recognise the block, and he dives to his left where the shot's going, deflects back to his right, and manages to use his feet to make a really good save there, Dubravka. And a bit of a silly foul there from Miley on the edge of his own area. Ekwar trying to make up for his error a couple minutes ago. Joel
Hinton off for Louis Miley.
Right, just deflects. Oh, I tell you what.
Nice one, Gary. Anyway, yeah, it's a really good stop from Dubravka. Sunderland can't believe he's managed to get to that one.
Good chance from Pritchard. Go for a goal. Doubt it. He's going to cross it in. Could try and catch Dubravka unaware though. See what he's going to do.
Pritchard. And it is headed away by Isak, the first man. And he had to duck down to get to it.
And a slotty pass, not a great pass, and Neil is caught on his heels and it rolls out for a Newcastle throw. Really poor first 4 minutes of this half for Sunderland. They've conceded.
I don't know what McBeal said in half time, but it was the opposite of what he needed to say.
They've conceded a shit free kick and a slotty pass.
And now Neil on his heels.
No, I don't think they'll get anything out of this game now.
1-0, they could get a corner, they head in or something, but a 2-0, it's a concerted effort that will get him back into it, and I just don't see where that comes from.
Great touch from Gordon. Miley's an interesting first minute of it.
Here's Byrne.
As he warms into the game.
Gordon. Miley. Byrne. Back towards Miley, but it comes off Hume, and out for a throw.
Yeah. But not great from Sunderland at all. In a game like this, and
Clark's going to pick up on that loose ball. He gets caught by Trippier.
And apparently that's not a foul. Yeah,
Not giving us a foul. Longstaff.
That way.
Don't know what Forson's done.
He's given it.
No idea what's happening.
He gave it late.
He definitely got caught, didn't he? Don't know how Pawson didn't give it immediately.
He gave it late, but it's like he didn't use his whistle because everyone carried on playing.
Maybe his whistle broke.
Yeah. Okay, random. It's a free kick. Like he's body yellow as well. Good trick with that one.
09. He's going to be hounded here by Gordon. Where's he going? Luke 09, and it comes off Gordon out for a goal kick.
09's plan was there.
Yeah.
Just keep running into the corner further and further. Benchy wins. Patterson, a chance to kick this long. Probably. Or play out the back and concede. What's he going to choose? Kick the ball long and lose it? Or play it short and lose it? Play it
short. Good idea.
There we go. And then 09 goes long, but it's blocked by Jordan, and now Miley's under it and they win the header.
09 again. He does deal with that one a bit more convincingly. And Joe Bellingham.
Again, ball in the air, get there and off. Now they try and play
Clark. Tries to find Elise, who I thought was about to fly into another challenge. Trippier. Bruno Guimaraes. Lovely floated pass, looking for Miguel Almiron. Trippier. Bruno Guimaraes. Tries to pick out a teammate, but can't.
Not the same wavelength there. Was Longstaff and Bruno. Better effort for Newcastle though. Sunderland not helping themselves at all.
No.
We're offside, that's why Longstaff left it. Makes more sense now, didn't just run away from the ball. At least stay on the charge. Good running. Did he run it out? Yes, he did. Newcastle throw. Just nothing's going right for Sunderland. Not even the little things like that.
No, they're just not at the races. Jordan Pickford in attendance, obviously a former Sunderland lad. I'm presumably still a supporter.
Yeah. With C captain on. C cap on.
What?
His cap's got a C on it.
Oh. Don't know what brand that is.
Like captain. Just the whole point. Never mind. Joke's gone. Here comes Trippier.
Joke, it won't be funny. You've no idea where the punchline is.
Neither. That's in there somewhere.
Joke's gone. There's no thing. He just said he's got a C on his cap. That's a joke.
No, I knew what the joke was. I just didn't know.
Well, it's kicked out by long stuff.
Because he was captain and he was sitting there with a
Is he?
C on his cap.
Is he the captain?
Sometimes. I don't know, honestly.
Sometimes.
Sums up the first 53 minutes of this game.
I have no idea who Captain 7. I'd have guessed Tarkovsky.
Jason Tyndall just stands behind it like a shadow. They can talk to each other. Or like stand next to each other. Just stands behind him.
I thought he's always there. He goes to sleep at night and Tyndall's just like sat in a chair next to his bed going, hello, Eddie. He goes, what are you doing here, Jason?
Even things like running up and down the touchline, does he just like, when anyhow sprints towards four pitcher, he just tangle them on?
He does it in training as well, follows him behind.
Match meals, meetings, all sorts.
Bruno Guimaraes, here's Almiron, Trippier, ball in, cleared by Ballard.
I've lost count of how many times that pass has happened. The ball into Almiron and then the layoff to Trippier who's making a roaring run. It happens again there. It happened for the goal. It happened for the Longstaff chance in the opening seconds. That's what Ballard meant to do for the first one. Put it up in the air rather than sticking it in his own net.
Overlaps so well, Kieran Trippier.
Yeah. And Sunderland are letting him do it. And Newcastle are lining up 5 players in the edge of the area. I'm guessing they're all going to run in different directions. Oh, they're all dispersed already. Moving around.
Ball in. Doesn't beat the first man.
No.
But Sunderland haven't exactly dealt with it, so it will still be alive here for Newcastle. It's Botman.
Well, that's the thing. They're not relieving themselves of any pressure because they're clearing it as far as the edge of the D. They can't actually get out.
Here's Anthony Gordon. And it's one back by Sunderland.
They should have bet with that then.
One of my favourite things is after a corner, watching a defender like a big defender having to dribble the ball.
Brilliant.
Just like Botman in there, it looks so unnatural.
Love this reaction, by the way. Bruno blocks the ball going out, gives a goal kick, and the reaction to the fans. Love it. And the fans are responding to him as well.
Gary's saying Sunderland far too casual in their own half.
Yeah, it is.
Feeling the pressure of the away fans behind their goal. Strange place for an away stand. Well, they have the away stand behind the goal at the bridge, don't they?
But off to the left.
Yeah, half of it. They don't. The full stand isn't. But they've got an extended area to, haven't they? So I imagine usually it's more to the left.
It is, yeah, it is usually narrower.
They've given Newcastle that whole end.
Which I think still, it's going to make a load of money, but it's bizarre. Ball into Longstaff, wins a corner.
Well, they can't. Do they charge? Are they charging more to away fans? I imagine.
No, I guess they got more people.
Well, no, Sunderland would sell out for this.
That's what I'm saying. They've extended the attendance so they can get more people in.
What do you mean they extended it?
They've got more away fans than they usually do.
That doesn't equal more total.
What do you mean? Having more away fans gives you more money.
No, because it takes away home fans. They haven't put in a whole new stand, have they? That's temporary. They've just...
Why have they reduced... It's a good point. Why would they reduce the home fans?
Money. No, so charging Newcastle fans like triple.
Maybe.
With my best guess. Here's Alex Isak. He goes down the heat, but he's not going to get a penalty for that.
Never. Good tackle. Gordon thought he was going to wipe him out there, but Burn has put that into you. To be fair, if someone was running, that's a brilliant ball in behind.
Yeah.
Accidental, but brilliant.
But also, with regard to the extension of the away support, they obviously must not sell season tickets in that stand.
No.
Because if not, all the season ticket holders in that stand would now just not have a ticket.
Unless it is that they are just seats they don't use.
No.
There are some grounds, aren't they? You see just like strips of empty seats.
That's because no one's turned up. They don't go, oh, we don't use these seats. We would sell them out, but we don't.
Like, Sunderland, realistically, I don't know. I don't know.
For the Tyne-Wear derby, surely they would sell it out 100%.
It's really bizarre.
Thogden's got a seat, though.
Is it actually?
Bought it off a season ticket holder. I'm guessing there was a season ticket holder who managed to get him a ticket. And he's probably paid a ridiculous amount of money for it. But someone was saying we need to find out who this... Oh, Pritchard going close. Sunderland fan on Twitter was saying that we need to find out who sold their season ticket to Thugden and ban them. I thought, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'd just refuse. Pritchard, yeah, about 20 yards out. As a go, skims the top of the bar. Not a bad effort. Best effort of Sunderland's game.
Yeah, just skimming that crossbar.
Yard, maybe an inch lower. No, we'll just smack the bar, maybe a couple of inches lower. Oh, and Newcastle under pressure at the back here. And
yeah.
Brilliantly, because
pokes it out wide to Miley, who's found a pocket.
Of the boot pass.
More of a toe poke.
Yeah.
Just toe poked it so far. Gordon Miley, who's anticipating that one because Luke 09 was coming from about 9 yards away.
9 miles away.
Yeah. That tackle was about... You can see it. Yeah. He tackled him. He'd started tackling before he even had the ball.
Good tackle. Got the ball. Fair.
He didn't need to make it. Though. Miley didn't even have
the ball first. Good from Pritchard again in there. Brings the ball down and runs down the right. Interesting decision that. And
just spray it towards Neil.
He was just jumped under the ball. What a random moment. Why didn't Neil just bring it down though? It wasn't a great pass, but just tried to head it and missed it.
No. Is Neil like Pele?
No, it's just Dan. It's Dan Neil.
Are you sure his name?
Sure
his name wasn't Daniel? They split it up.
And Spotman just taking his time, being hounded here by Ryby.
Oh, no, it's Daniel Neil.
Oh, it's Daniel. Oh, that's weird.
Hi, Daniel Neil.
Daniel Neil.
We might be called Danny. Danny Neil.
I've been called him Dan.
Daniel.
Good pass out. That's a good tackle. But Newcastle have it back. And here's Isak again. 09, he got scared. 09 decided to run out of the way.
Valid.
I would. Half an hour still to go here.
Here's Ballard. Lifting that ball towards the Ukrainian forward, whose name I have forgotten, and he's been... Rybink? That's the guy who played the violin.
Ricing.
Yeah, Ryson or something like that, isn't it?
Is it? Yeah.
Rusine.
Rusine.
One goal, 1 assist and 10 championship appearances this season.
He's been smothered by Dan Burns' rear end. So I hope he's alright. And Pritchard's been booked. That makes no sense to me at all. Because it was... I don't know, he must have said something.
Yeah.
Not great for him, though. Trippier smashes it into Clark. And it's... I haven't seen Clark all game. I think he's been really poor. For all that hype we were talking about him and how good he is and how good he's been this season, haven't seen him today at all. Here he is again. He's now going to score, isn't he? Shut me up.
There's Jack Clark. Aqua.
He's not had a good game.
Aqua, no, he hasn't been particularly impressive.
I haven't seen Bellingham either, really.
Job.
No. I feel like Pritchard got stuck in out of it of a fight. And
he has Job on the back of his shirt now, doesn't he?
Yeah, I don't know. I like that or not.
Differentiate. I like it. Making a name for himself.
I suppose.
Just Job.
But didn't Jude just use that Jude though?
No. He's always had Bellingham.
I think Peter might have just done that anyway. Here comes Pritchard on the ball. He's looked decent today, and he finds...
Not the only player to change his name this season.
Oh.
We had Andros Townsend, obviously, change his shirt to be Townsend Senior. Which I like, because he called his kid Andros Townsend.
Oh dear, imagine being Andros Townsend Jr.
That's that's a great. And why is Luke O'Neill just running into Gordon ball? He just ran over to him and just ran into him for no reason. Bellingham coming forwards, brought down by Gordon.
Soft. He is always wanting that foul.
Yeah. Hume's questioning where the cards are.
One on your name, mate. Oh, come on. Nothing in that. There's absolutely nothing in that.
Equa.
Oof, your legs are Miley.
Here's Pritchard.
Bit of neat football, that.
Yeah. Neil. Elise, Neil, looking to lift it forwards, sprays it out wide. Trey Hume can't keep it in play.
Really poor pass.
Yeah, he did really well to almost keep that in, Hume.
Sunderland doing it to themselves now.
Yeah.
They've dropped the standard second half. I think if anything, they've tried to play football and it's just not working. Like, that is a crap pass. I'm sorry. But, like, I would expect Maidenhead to nail that pass. That's a really bad pass. How are they doing? That's Maidstones, isn't it? Not Maidenhead. Isn't it still 1-0? To them, maybe.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, Sunderland fans don't look happy at all. They wanted their team to give it a good game today.
Yeah, Maidstone United 1, Stevenage 0, 10 minutes to play. It was a penalty from Sam Corn that put them ahead.
That don't surprise me.
So far, though, they've not been bad. They've had 3 shots to 4. Oh, sorry, they haven't put shots. They've just got shots on and off target. 3 on target to 4 on target. 3 off target to 5 off target.
Yeah, we've only had a couple less shots.
3 to 1 on corners. So they've only committed 7 fouls. Stevenage 18. What are they doing? Just stop.
That sounds like a lot of frustration.
Just stop kicking them.
Well, Ballard's
4 yellow cards so far.
So Ballard, the ball, Isak plays the ball in behind, right? And Ballard then just grabs him. They kind of both just grab it and then they just like run sideways for 5 minutes while the rest of the game plays on. I don't know how that bloke's avoided a card today. He should have been off and completed a penalty. He then scored an own goal, and now he's just going around playing WrestleMania. And I tell you what, Hume's got his... Oh no!
And yeah, Gordon Shirt's been ripped. Gordon Shirt's been
got a fight. Oh, and Isak comes back.
Has no intention of letting Ballard get away with that. Patterson's good gloves, so he wins.
You knew that was going to happen, though. You knew.
There we go. It's getting feisty now.
Hume's been wound up by Gordon all game,
and he's just
Ballard
ripped his shirt up.
And Ballard and Isak, Ballard's just gone around abusing Isak. So as soon as that fight happened, you just knew straight away that Isak was going to come flying in to support his teammate, and he came flying in, shoved Ballard, the yellow card's out. I don't know who Paulson's going to book here. One. How's he only booked one person in all of that?
Isak, is anyone to pick up your card in all of that?
Hume, wasn't it?
I think Gordon's saying if you want it, you can have it after the game.
Yeah, yeah. I love it. So here, Gordon's got his shirt. Hume then and then Ballard comes in, and then Isak goes, "No, you don't, mate."
That shoves. Amazing.
To be fair, Gordon, that's a foul on Hume. Gordon chucks him on the floor.
He's getting annoyed at him.
Yeah. Then those two go, "You want to fight?" You can tell someone lost the game now. Because now they're just starting fighting. And Ballard, who has just held on to Isak and just bullied him all game, got what he deserved and got sent flying by the Swedish striker, who clearly has not been happy with the way he's got away with everything today.
Longstaff, Almiron, here's Bruno Guimaraes.
By the way. And he's given out like...
Burn. Touch it to Miley, now Gordon, but Bellingham gets in front of it.
Oh, that's poor from Job. I thought a big tackle was coming in there. Gordon didn't matter because Job just ran himself off the pitch. I get he's done alright this year, but four goals, 1 assist in 26 games?
Yeah, not too bad.
It's not too bad, but today I haven't been enamoured by it. I don't really know. I get that he's Joe Bellingham, but I don't think he's as great as I was expecting him to be.
No, I don't think he is that brilliant at football. I think he'll probably play Premier League standard eventually, but I don't think he's. I mean, he's still 18.
Yeah, I suppose.
He's younger than Jude.
Crazy.
Crazy indeed. Almiron, Miley.
You just know someone's like a meat like little nine.
No idea what's happened in Coventry today, but they're 5 up against Oxford. Cracker.
Getting that overlap from Trippier. All I'm waiting for now is a big meaty challenge, which is just going to cause
Gimmerish. Ballard's just giving it to Almiron.
What
Blocked.
a head up from 09.
What a... And 09 is on the deck.
Because if not, that's 3-0. Because again, Ballard, worst game of his life. It has to be. Has to be one of the worst games he's ever played.
Paulson's like, are you sure you're all right, mate? You've just had a cannon of a shot to the head, lied on the deck for it, and then just got up. We thought you were gone for a second. Yeah.
Ballard has honestly just passed it straight down, Ron. He's been tragic today. Should have been sent off. Should have given away a penalty. Scored an own goal. Has fannied around fighting people and losing the fight. And has put Almiron on a plate there. And it wasn't for Luke 09 quite literally putting his life on the line.
Luke 09 is either very good at pretending he's not in pain, or his head is just genuinely filled with concrete.
Goes for a shot, couldn't quite get there.
And now Sunderland have men committed to this counter-attack. Clark.
Again, he's been really
He's just
poor.
got stuck, really.
Yeah.
Joe Bellingham, now Ekwar. They can come forwards here, Sunderland. Options ahead of him. Millwall got another back. It's 3-2.
What a game.
Incredible stuff.
Kicking off at every other ground we're at. Red cards, loads of goals, upsets. I don't think this game's done yet with the way that Ballard's going around. Little under pressure from Pritchard. Byrne. Plays down the line. Gordon. Nice little flick on the corner to Miley. And this is beautiful foot from Newcastle as they play it out from left to right. And Almiron pokes it around the corner.
It's annoying they don't televise more games because I'd love to be seeing what's going on in Maidstone right now.
This is brilliant. Isak can't skip past Ballard. Best bit of defending Ballard's done today.
Almiron. Now Gimmerish. Byrne.
Zipping it around with class now.
Gimmerish. Puts it in the box. And it's over everyone.
Really good football though for Newcastle from the play they played through the whole of Sunderland. It was brilliant football. That final pass just not coming off though. Nice, the fourth round draw is up that Wigan United game. Looks like Newcastle will be the second name in. Oh no, well no, they'll be the sixth name to the hat, won't they? Because the game's on today. And technically, Palace never even done yet, is it?
Or Wolves Brentford.
Was that a draw as well?
Yep, 1-0. And a red card for Wolves. Happened last night, yeah. For the other two. No, same time, I think.
No, because Palace, Everton
Palace
was
Thursday night.
I thought it was only
Last night was Tottenham, Burnley, and
Brentford Wolves.
And another one.
Really?
Leeds or something, I think.
When are all these games on? I just thought it was...
Fulham, Rotherham. Harrison Reed scored in the... No, sorry, Bobby Decordova Reed scored in the 24th minute. That was it.
What a dreadful game. No, I don't know the games on. I know Tottenham, obviously, they beat Burnley, as expected.
1-0. It's Brentford 1, Wolves 1. Tommy Deal and Malpay with the goals, but there was a red card for João Gomez after 9 minutes.
Oh, and Bruno is going to go into the book here. It's a yellow card. Bit of a scruffy one there. Just scored and losing the ball. They thought it was fouled, and then Bruno comes flying on Pritchard. Nowhere near the ball. I correct myself, he's got the ball. That's a poor decision. Okay. But saying that's one of the first fouls this game has got a yellow is very unfair. And Bruno's just arguing his point now because he got the ball. It's just the way he went into the tackle looked dangerous.
Yeah.
Oh,
6-2 Coventry.
What a game.
So compounding the misery for Oxford.
It's a brilliant game.
That's been a good one. Pritchard. Should have said has been a god, and that'd have been even better, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 3-1 Ipswich as well. Wimbledon had a mountain to climb anyway at 2-1 down at half time. Not helped out by Pell getting sent off. And yeah.
Only 18 minutes left in this one.
Pritchard. Here's Clark. He tries to take it past Trippier, but can't. And it's got a kick. Clark can't believe it. But I think that is justified.
Yeah. He has not been good today.
I know, that's off Trippier. Yeah. Just kicked it off.
Don't know how that's been given a go.
No idea how the ref thought that had happened.
Oh,
it is Matt Godden as well that scored for Coventry.
That is a good one. Well, it would have been.
A good goal from Matt Godden. Burn. Botman.
Oh, loose.
Clark manages to win the header. It falls now to Neil. Clark. And he's just stopped by Trippier there. Literally just stood there. I can't know where to go. Bruno Guimaraes tries to find Isak with a tempting ball forwards, but Luke 09 sends it back to Patterson. Patterson's now going to just slow it down as much as humanly possible. And then he's going to kick it long for an aerial challenge they're probably going to lose. Oh, he's won it. Well done. First aerial challenge won, I think.
Because Burn didn't jump.
By Simeon. Now Pritchard! Huge save from Martin Dubravka. Clark keeps the pressure on.
Better from Sunderland.
And Clark thrown to the ground by Trippier. Keeps going now, Clark, though. And he goes down again.
And he's giving a free kick. And I think Sunderland will be frustrated because they've had a bit of a good spell here. And realistically, they're only 2-0 down to their own undoing. You know, an own goal and you know, losing the ball on the edge of your own area is the only reason they're losing this game.
Yeah.
And this is brilliant from Pritchard again. He had one effort. He's had an effort saved, an effort on the bar. Here again, what a save that is from Dubravka. And I mean, Dubravka is really filling his Hope's shoes very, very well. Then a brilliant shit against Liverpool despite the scoreline. And that is another phenomenal save to add to his many's this game. And if someone could get something from this, they'll have 15 minutes to find another goal to send us to a replay.
Yeah, so free kick for Sunderland now. It's a good area for this as well. And it's Pritchard over it.
Yeah, still waiting.
It's a dangerous chance. Can Sunderland, if they get a goal now, 15 minutes, this game's still got life in it. Pritchard! And it's headed away by Isak. First man again. That's one thing he hasn't done well today. No. Any deliveries from set pieces. They've all been tragic. Bruno Guimaraes. And he goes down there. He's absolutely bought that because he just throws himself into Neil.
Neil's not been great.
No, sorry Dan if you're watching.
He's playing.
Well, you might be watching somehow. Might be watching it later.
Yeah, maybe. Or his kids are.
Yeah, sorry Dan, Neil's kids.
He's got any.
Gary says Stoke have a player in their lineup called Bay. That is something we need to check out. Stoke Brighton. Yes, Bay is on the right wing. Junho Bay.
Wow.
Alongside Wesley, who people may remember, former Aston Villa striker Wesley, and Sead Haksabanovic. So that might be the greatest front three ever. That's
incredible. Wesley, Bay, Man.
Haksabanovic. The Montenegroese man.
Get all that printed,
yeah. On loan from Celtic. As for Brighton, well, they've gone fairly strong. Almost full strength of their injuries at the minute. And AFCON.
Aaron's going to make that, you know. What a run. That is brilliant.
Sensational for Aaron to keep that in touch. Trippier. Bruno Guimaraes. Time and space to make this cross happen. Gives it to Isak. Isak to Trippier. Share. Trippier. Botman. Carry it into midfield. Now it's a bit of a loose one towards Miley, and then a poor pass from Lewis Miley, and now here comes Sunderland. Jack Clark rushing forwards. Hume overlapping. He's just not pulled that off there. Jack Clark needs to frustrated himself for that one.
And here comes Anthony Gordon running Luke 09, and Luke 09 has just taken him out.
It's just gone now.
Yeah.
You are not doing that.
Gordon knocks the ball past him, and 09 just goes, "You're not getting past me." And
He's going to walk over to him, Pawson, and it's going to be a yellow card for Luke 09.
Balak gives him a high
That-
five.
It's potentially the most obvious bet ever.
Yeah.
That Luke 09 was going to get booked at some point today.
And I think even as a better, you weren't worried that it was like the 75th minute and he still hadn't got one, because you just knew this was going to happen.
Barrels into someone. Absolutely barrels into Gordon there.
He just doesn't. I said Gordon will win free kicks, and he's won so many.
I'm just going to hit someone to make myself feel better.
I'm going to smash into somebody. And our chance.
And they've done it. Maidstone United into the fourth round of the
What a
FA
result.
Cup.
What
That's sixth tier, National League South, Maidstone United. Congratulations. Yes, embarrassing for
I
Stevenage.
hope they get a big away title Premier League club, so they get a TV game as well.
Not bloody Chelsea, because they'll win it.
Yeah, but give them away at Old Trafford or away at Anfield.
Yes, Old Trafford, because they'll
Yeah.
win that.
Oh,
No, they won't be
yeah,
through, sorry.
Exactly. Give them away at where are Wigan play nowadays? Is it still the DW?
Probably not. They probably sold it to someone. And like their naming rights.
Yeah.
But yeah. Let's have a look. Where do Wigan play?
Gordon beats his man, and the cross is horrific.
Oh, it's the DW. Fair play.
Mm.
Oh, Anthony Taylor's on that game, so United are going to win. And so they will be through. But yeah. Well done to Sam Corn for that goal for Maidstone.
What a result.
Indeed. Here come Newcastle. Anthony Gordon! And he flashes it across goal. Tight angle.
I don't know how that Emirates
This FA Cup actually yeah, clinging on for dear life there.
Again, they do it themselves, fanning around in their own final third, in their own third there, Sunderland, lose the ball. Literally, they pass it straight to... Clark passes it straight to Botman, who plays it to Gordon, who flashes it across goal. Terrible, terrible performance from Sunderland. They really could have bought a fight today, but defensively, they've handed it to Newcastle.
Newcastle, based on their recent form, are there for the taking, and yet today, Sunderland haven't shown up. And that's why they've lost.
Sitting there, some people in the crowd.
Jim Montgomery in the FA Cup winner with Sunderland in 1973.
Long time ago. 50.
I don't know which of those blokes it is. I don't think it's the one on the right, though.
I think it's the guy on the left and or it's the guy in the middle.
Potentially, I don't know. I think the one in the middle must 73.
Yeah.
Looks about right.
Yeah.
Because he'd have been 20s, 30s in 73. So he's got to be approaching 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We're approaching the 80th minute. We have hit it. 10 minutes
We
to go.
are. Chat, I don't really know. What are your thoughts on the game? There's not a lot to say now, is there? Sunderland have lost.
I don't think the game's lived up to the billing as much as we hoped it would, because Sunderland did just come for the second half. Ekbal went, here you go, you can win the game now, Newcastle, and everyone's just taken their foot off the gas since then. And we just watched Luke 09 try and kill people and play brilliant passes like that, but that's well defended from Trippier.
FA Cup winner in 1973, I'm sure you guys remember that. Gosh, yeah, I loved that. That was a great FA Cup final,
I
wasn't
was
it?
there.
Yeah. I don't think I was that day. I think I was somewhere else. I'm not trying to think what was going on in 1973. God, it's a while ago, so I've got to remember back to it. That'd have been Queen Elizabeth times, of course. Okay, must have been there. Here's Rina Guimaraes. I'll probably listen to the Beatles. Don't know if that's too late for the Beatles.
Might have. Might have missed the FA Cup final in 73.
No, but I don't know. Were the Beatles on that day?
Don't know. Don't remember. Well, I was the FA Cup
Next
final.
year at the FA Cup. Tyne-Wear derby doesn't hit the same. Nah, because they're too uncompetitive.
Well, they could have been, because I don't think Newcastle have been great. Just
No.
Sunderland have handed it to them. Absolutely handed it to them.
Both goals as well.
It's a derby.
It's a derby. Literally, the two goals say, one of them was turned in by Jake Bollard, who pinged on his own net.
Eating crap.
Then on his own net, he had a really poor game. Could have been sent off as well.
And heck, well, just
So Ballard own goal. Then the other one, but they were fanning around with the ball at the back and allowed Newcastle just to have it and score. They're avoidable goals. They could be at 0-0.
I think ITV purposely got Roy Keane in the studio because I bet he's livid.
He doesn't feel like a derby. Here's Gordon. Now Gimenez. Too much gap between these 6 sides. As soon as Newcastle took the lead, you knew it wasn't going to be competitive, says Scary. Yeah, I agree. Derby just can't have that feistiness if there's no competition. Same with Manchester Derby these days. Actually, Arsenal-Liverpool is still good. Yeah, it's not as much of a derby, though, is it?
There's not
many feisty derbies in the Premier League. Arsenal-Tottenham, they don't like each other. They hate each other, but it's not very feisty. Liverpool-Everton doesn't ever get very feisty. Manchester Derby's not very feisty. Today's been a bit feisty at times, but it's not been feisty enough.
Like Chelsea-Tottenham had 2 red cards, and I still wouldn't say it was feisty.
Have we lost traditional derbies in English football?
I think so, yeah.
You still get them in other countries. Like we had flares at kick-off, but it's quietened down since then.
Yeah. But like,
obviously, there's still this is probably the best rival in English football, and even then, it's a bit like it's gone flat now because it's uncompetitive.
Lower, like Championship, League 1, League 2, to look for proper derbies.
Any game with Millwall involved in.
Yeah, but also because you look at Celtic Rangers, how pathetic. You can't even have away fans. What a pathetic derby.
No, I don't know. Bruno Guimaraes. I vote we just have away fans, make it all kick off. Almiron looking for his sack, cleared away by Ballard. But I prefer the like Turkish derbies.
Yeah.
Incredible atmospheres. Anything in the Bundesliga.
Because it's not necessarily that the fans beat each other up, it is just very intimidating.
I suppose there's lots of equally matched West London sides, Brentford, Fulham, Chelsea. Good one, Gary. Very good one. Well done, mate. Fulham are good, to be fair. I do quite like Fulham, but Brentford are shit at the minute. Almiron looking to take on Elise.
But also, I guess
Trahum, who just gets it gone.
Because obviously, like Millwall, West Ham just wouldn't be the same, and you haven't got like Mark Noble who's just going to, or like James Collins is just going to smash into somebody. You haven't got any players that have played against Millwall, or
you've got Millwall players.
Yeah, they will.
They all just bang constantly.
Routine's now coming off. He has been rubbish, and on comes
Abdullah Bar, who's a good player, very good player, Abdullah Bar.
Yeah.
Surprised not to see him involved from the off today.
See you, Chelsea fan, by the way, mate.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. We're almost at the end of our first FA Cup tie of the season here on TFC. Of course, join us tomorrow for Arsenal-Liverpool, and we will pray it's going to be better in the week, of course, as well. If you're looking ahead to what we're covering, both Carabao Cup ties this week, and next weekend we have across both channels a triple up. Because we are live on here for what, Harry?
I don't know. I can't remember.
I was hoping you'd remember. Let's have a quick gander.
Is it Newcastle again?
Probably.
I don't actually know. Chelsea are on, I think. Is it Chelsea City?
It is Newcastle City. Join us next Saturday for Newcastle City, and on Sunday we have on the women's channel Manchester United versus Newcastle. That's going to be a great FA Cup tie between Manchester United in the WSL and Newcastle, who are a lower tier side, and then Manchester United versus Tottenham on Sunday here on the men's channel. So, loads of football coming up. Should be a good time. Here's Abdullah Bar.
Can't wait.
As you can tell, Harry is ecstatic. Bar, blocked, Bar, still alive.
Is it?
He's just spinning around, he's still going. Oh.
He needs to let it, he can't shoot, he just doesn't shoot.
He just kept turning.
Yeah.
Just done another turn, he might have got a shot away. Or Newcastle, oh, it's zipped across. It is...
So 9.
John UK, welcome to the stream. It's versus Norwich. Yeah, that is a good derby, to be fair. But again, it wasn't. I guess the game was really good this year. I think once they're both top flight, that derby also gets a lot more feisty.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we'll see them both in the top flight for a while. It's Portsmouth it's been way too long since that happened. Sorry, yeah.
So
Southampton, Portsmouth.
And realistically, Southampton would smack them about.
Right now, yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's been too long since we've seen them actually play.
Ball drilled in.
Same with West Ham, Millwall. What else exists? Brighton Palace. Ball in and it's hacked away by Cher. But yeah.
Isak wins it back. And
he's got away from Onana, put in a row challenge. Gordon could drive into the box now. Ballard comes flying in. That's a penalty. No idea what he's doing today, Jake Ballard. He's a weapon. And that's a yellow card. He's fortunate he's still on the pitch.
He has been crap. But that is just a lack of maturity.
Daniel Ballard.
He doesn't want the ball. He didn't want the ball. All he thought about was smashing into Gordon.
Yeah, he didn't even smash it, he just grabbed him. What did he think was going to happen? Did he think the ref go, oh yeah, play on? Don't worry about the fact you literally just grabbed that thing, Gordon, throw on the floor.
He has cost Sunderland today because he's been an absolute knob. And he's got the rivalry to his head. He should have been sent off after about half an hour. He then stuck it in his own goal. He's just been crap.
And basically a combination of Hume and Ballard. Gordon now has extra, what they called, ventilation in his shirt.
Ballard's lucky he's not sent off.
Sunday League stuff, that just silly. Wouldn't complain if they gave him a red.
He's an absolute
He should
weapon.
be gone.
Yeah.
He should have been gone for earlier when he just fouled Isak. That should have been a red. That could have been a red because it was a clear denial of a goal scoring opportunity. I think it was a bit more central. He would have gone, but yeah, I think you could have made an argument for a red there. Clown, Dan Ballard.
Yeah.
And Newcastle now going up for a penalty. Of course, the away fans all grab their phones. I think they're being shot on one of their phones. That camera angle. But yeah,
He's moving around his line, trying to put Isak off.
Now Alexander Isak to make it 3-0 Newcastle. Steps up and coolly dispatches off the penalty. It's Sunderland 0, Newcastle 3. An embarrassing Tyne-Wear derby for the Black Cats. Magpies running riot. 3-0 to the Geordies.
And it is the only people Sunderland can blame themselves. They've cost themselves massively. Ballard, he
might not have been a Ballard. He would have got less fouls today.
He can hang his head in shame, and I felt bad for him when he stuck it in his own goal and had his face in the ground and was very upset by it. But he has just been an absolute weapon today.
Yeah, should have been sent off for 4 then. Conceded. I mean, literally put one in his own net. Now he's conceded a penalty. They're the master of their own downfall here, Sunderland. All 3 of the goals that Newcastle scored were aided in no small amount by Sunderland errors. A penalty, a pass that Ekwar literally just stood in the box and waited 2 Almiron came and took it from him.
Yeah.
And obviously Ballard being a bollard. So it's not been good for Sunderland today. Newcastle, are they merged in a 3-0 victory? Probably not. They've not been impressive, but they're going to get a 3-0 win.
Also like 4 changes.
And now they're going to bring everyone off. That looks like Livramento,
Lascelles,
Paul Dummett and Matt Ritchie. So you know they're not taking the game seriously when Ritchie and Dummett get rolled out.
Dummett and Ritchie. And our Shah's coming off, and the away support are very, very happy with that.
Looking forward to the Sunderland supporters complaining about Saudi money and sports washing tomorrow. Yeah, suddenly they'll become real
After Dan Ballard's been
geopolitical commentators.
Amron's going to come off for Matt Ritchie. Look at Gordon's shirt's in tatters, by the way. It's brilliant. I really hope he frames it and just gives it to Ballard. Dummett's on.
Dummett's FA Cup badge is not on before he's even entered the field. God, who put them on? And why didn't they put them on for more than 3 minutes? Gordon's lost his.
We are now into the 92nd minute. We don't actually know how many minutes we've added on. And Almiron, Byrne and Gordon. Oh, no,
the graphic doesn't even work. ID's graphic does not have enough substitutes on to do it all in one go. Equally, I don't think Sky's is it? Anyway, they can only get 3 in on the bottom, can't they?
Yeah.
TNT did it 1 by 1, so I'll be there fucking age. Here we go. 2 teams in 3 subs each. TNT would have a mental breakdown.
Only 3 minutes added time.
I mean, we're already in the 92nd. We've been celebrating for so long.
I think that on a bit.
Elise. Now Clark. What's the point of even making subs at this point of the game? Well, I don't know, Gary. Minutes.
Medals as well.
Yeah, they all now get... Paul Dummett gets FA Cup winners medal. Bah.
If they win it, obviously, doesn't get one.
No, he does anyway. They're going to give him one. Now with Neil. Dan Neil.
If I'm Mick Beale, I'm never playing Dan Ballard again.
Who are you playing?
Anyone. I don't know. He let the rivalry get to his head today.
Yeah, he's a bit of a spanner.
He is. He seems like a tighter bloke, just not on a night out, just to be a knob for no reason.
That's awfully specific. Here is Lascelles.
But I can tell you now, no one in that dressing room is going to want to talk to him at the end of the game.
Dan Ballard. I think they'll be disappointed because Sunderland haven't been great. They haven't actually... we can blame their defensive errors. It's a real comedy of defensive errors that have gifted Newcastle goals today. But they've not looked like scoring at all.
Yeah.
They've barely touched the ball in Newcastle's third.
Looking very barren.
That's a bit, sparse now. And the people that are in there aren't best pleased.
No.
Or maybe just can't get out of the seats very quickly, so they've gone, we might as well stay to the end.
And the whistle should go any minute now.
Yep.
The Geordie's very happy.
Not a single one of them has left, have they?
Bouncing, scarves in the air, absolutely loving it. They will hold the bragging rights until these sides ever meet again.
Richie.
Oh, Matt Ritchie's you don't do it to him, mate.
Joe Bellingham. Hume picks out Equa. The thing about derbies, especially fierce derbies back in the day, is that anyone could win them. But it's now been so long since Sunderland have beaten Newcastle. It's been so long since Everton have beaten Liverpool. It feels like it's been long. I can't remember the last time.
Teams don't just move around. Like United, Liverpool were only created.
Well, you have competitive rivalries, don't you? But we've not had 2 teams at the top of the Premier League.
United and Liverpool. Liverpool win 7 every time.
Yeah. Well, it was 0-0 when everyone cried the last time they played.
Impressive.
It's the most worst thing I think anyone's ever watched.
Come on, Pawson. Yeah, and that's it.
There we go. It's Sunderland 0, Newcastle 3. A big win on Derby Day for the Toon, for the Magpies. A disappointing result for Sunderland, who never really looked like threatening and made way too many defensive errors.
They did like threatening Anthony Gordon's life.
They did. Mainly Ballard's. Also a little bit of Luke O'Neill.
A little bit.
Anyway, that's everything for us today. A player of the match from you, Harry?
I don't really
None of them. They were all bad.
Probably.
Okay,
Gordon.
fair enough. I will say
Isak scored 2.
Kieran Trippier.
He did overlap pretty well.
Did so many overlaps. So there we go. And Alkmaar beating Dortmund 2-0. So even in friendlies, Dortmund can't win. But that's everything from us today. We'll be back tomorrow with Arsenal versus Liverpool. Hopefully it's a bit more of an exciting game. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Thank you very, very much for watching. And we will see you next time.